My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire...
thanks, Angelo, for the intro. I got it from here. This is UFC Canada, and this is going to be a blast. This is going to be a ball. But first of all, I just want to say, Angelo, thank you to the premium members, over 4,000 strong. Strong week last week from yours truly. Bet Sam as well. I mean, Bet Sam is actually the GOAT of the space. So I just want to say shout out to the premium members and, those goofies that aren't premium members. I don't know. Angelo, at this point, I don't get it. Because you're watching the videos for the tips, for the tricks, for the information. Why aren't you taking it a step further? Because we all know. Come on, man. Look at me in the eyes. Come on. You know you put some bullshit $10 parlay this past weekend that didn't fucking hit. You wasted a $10, right? You know you did that. You know you've done it every week for the last 4 weeks. You know you could have done that $10. You could have invested the monies. You could go to WeWantPicks.com and become a premium member. And instead of throwing that money down the toilet, you can use our tools to make your reads. What does that $10 a month give you? It gets you anything you could, gives you anything you could ever imagine to make you the better, to make you the better gambler. And guess what? There's going to be bets on there from us as well that you can look at your own notes and look at our notes and be like, this is where we aligned and we're going to make the money, baby. And that's $10. Angelo, was that for a week?
No.
Angelo, is that $10 only going to get you 2 weeks?
No.
Angelo, I'm going to ask you one more time. Is that $10 only going to get you 3 weeks?
No.
Angelo, you're getting on my nerves here, buddy. I'm going to ask you one last time. Is that $10 going to give you a full month of access?
Full month.
A full fucking month of accesses. Okay? So if you're not a premium member, let's lock the fuck in, okay? Stop wasting the goddamn $10 on the bullshit, on the 8 legs, on the 10 legs. Come join us, 4,000 strong, and your boys dialed in.
There we go. Jacob with the premium pitch. There you go. Jacob is dialed in. We, Bet Sam, literally the greatest this space has ever seen. I'm up on the year.
You saw him on the stream Saturday?
No.
No, when I FaceTimed him after.
You sent me that after. Yeah. That's right.
Oh my God, yeah. If you guys aren't watching the streams, you go fuck yourself because we're making a ton of money and having a lot of fun. Oh, look at this.
There you go. Well, yeah. So I thought you were. I didn't know you were going to go into a premium plug. I thought you were going to talk about how you are now Twitter's most popular MMA guy right now. You are like the darling. Lots of hate too. But the darling of MMA Twitter right now, and a lot of it has to do with this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's and everyone's like, I get messages every day, I get comments and stuff like, how do you do it? What's going on? This is witchcraft. This is, and honestly, I go to bed at night every night, and I'm just thankful for the gift. I'm thankful that it was me. Am I surprised that it was me that was chosen to lead the people with the green line? No, I'm not surprised. Because I know who I am, and I know how in tune I am with the universe. So the universe looked down. What is it? I think 10 billion people, 9 billion people in the world? And then the universe said, I want that fucking guy right there. And that's who guides the pin. I throw it on the phone, little prayer, little seance, eat some leaves, hug a tree. Green line is...
You just spin the phone, close your eyes, and draw a straight line, and you just see who was on.
I didn't say that's how I do it. And don't
God did that through your hand.
Don't fucking disrespect.
I hope you draw a green line through Gilbert Burns this week so we can be done with this.
Don't fucking disrespect the line, or the universe will make you pay.
What is crazy is you started this whole thing, the green line. Well, you didn't. You started it in MMA, and then it did pretty popular. So people were stealing it left and right, just using your.
Well, the funny thing is,
not even drawing their own fucking line.
Because people were talking about or people had the screenshots of like last year of the Urseg, or a couple years ago the Urseg Pantoja. I did the green line, like I did this like a few years ago. Obviously, it's usually like a couples thing or whatever, but I just did it as like it was a joke. Like a couple years ago, I did it, and every once in a while, I would do it as like a joke or whatever. And then this year, I started doing it kind of as a joke again. Then like 3 in a row hit. And I was like, okay, let's just, let's keep this going with the green line. I would just post it, and then it hit again, and everyone's like, holy shit. And I'm like, okay, this is a thing now. Here we go. And I just post it again. And so it's just my main event picks.
The craziest part about it, and I think why it's really popping off, the amount of underdogs winning main events in 2026 is astonishing. It's like 80% underdogs in main events.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
I think it's 8 in a row. And I didn't even do one because I haven't done it for every card. I skipped a couple cards just because that was like in the beginning where I just thought it was like I just forgot to do it. Like I just whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, even my main event picks this year are 8 and 3, I think. So.
Oh, when you said 8 in a row, you meant the line. I thought you meant underdogs. But it's what I love about it is you're getting your flowers. Like people tried to rip it off, and immediately people were like, nah. Jacob made that. Jacob created that.
The funny thing is, people started copying it when it was the Piper fight, but everyone was doing Izzy. Every time I saw it, they would copy it, but they were picking Izzy, and then they were wrong. So they tried to copy it, not even like 1 for 1, and then they were wrong. And then the same thing happened with Moicano and Duncan too. That's when everyone was ripping off too, and everyone had Duncan winning. Because
they hated your actual line. The way you drew the line really pissed people off.
Because it was straight up and down, but Moicano was my pick, so I was like, okay. But somebody did DM me, which is funny. I showed you, and I was like, dude, can you explain what you're looking for in the fighter's posture? Because I want to do it for the whole card and see how my picks do. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it has nothing. Yeah. No, it is. I
don't have any special powers, guys.
Just so you know, yeah. Wink, wink. Do not send the FBI.
That's exactly what
home.
Somebody with special powers would say.
Yeah, do not send the FBI to his home. We skipped a slide. We have the vlog slide. If you guys haven't seen the vlog, I know it's not the most titillating content.
Oh, I watched that, and
what'd you think of it?
There was somebody on the couch with me that got a great laugh about you with the Kevin Gastelum stuff. Started dying laughing. Literally started dying laughing.
If you don't know what's coming, you're probably like, what the hell's he doing?
Yeah, and then I was laughing at the chicken recipe with the rolls and stuff. We watched that whole thing. It was pretty funny. What was his name?
That
Steve or Scott? He's like, hey,
Sean.
Scott.
I was like, Sean, what the fuck, Sean?
What's going on?
You didn't tell me a temperature, Sean, so we're just going to go on medium and hope for the best. The flavor was good, but his recipe was not. He didn't send it like a recipe. He just sent ingredients and steps. It's like, I need temp, time, but it was good. I made that alone at like 9 o'clock at night.
I know. That's why I noticed that when you were like moving stuff. I'm like, I was like, he's making this at 10 o'clock
alone. Yeah. Because I'm also like talking about the fight because we had like the night before, and then we had sports all day. The girls went to bed early. Tiffany stayed at our friend's house to help with some stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm watching solo and here we go. So watch the vlog. It's different content. It's not the most wildly exciting thing in the world, but it's a little peek behind the curtain. Jacob has a cameo in there as well. And Jacob's cameo is we got a shipment from, where's the hat? I'm not wearing the hat.
You don't have any of it on.
Ruthless Syndicate. We got here we go. Bang. We got a shipment from Ruthless Syndicate. They're a Northeast company, clothing company. They reached out and they're like, hey, we'd love to sponsor the stream, blah, blah. I'm a premium member. And I was like, dude, I'm not taking your money. Send some stuff. We'll wear it. We'll talk about you. I'm not taking your money. You're a small regional Northeast company. I'm from the Northeast. At one point in time, we were this little small channel. Like, no, I'm not taking, I don't need a couple of bucks. Let's build a real relationship here. They support Parker Porter, who's my friend. They support a bunch of people, including Tommy McMillan. So they sent the Tommy McMillan shirt after Jacob and Tommy had a little tiff. So that was fun because I knew that package was coming all week while you two were duking it out online. And then
that
today,
did probably make it more fun for you.
Yeah, because I knew it was coming. Today, I get a DM on Instagram that's like, why did you delete JT's? This guy kept calling you JT. Why did you delete JT's Tommy video? I was like, I didn't. We don't delete YouTube videos. And he's like, it's on the other channel. I found it. Because we have this channel, and then we have the Picks Nation where we chop it up. And then I went on to YouTube like 10 minutes later to check comments because I like to see what the vlog comments are. I'm just curious. And I'll delete some. Like if people are like,
narcissistic behavior.
No, people are like Angelo's wife's a bitch, delete. I agree with it. I thumbs it up, I heart it, and then I delete it. Anyway, So I was looking at the comments, and there was 3 different comments on 3 different videos that are like, why did JT delete the Tommy McMillan video, whatever. So then I went back to Instagram. Just our breakdown video. He must have seen it on Pix Nation where it's its own video and not part of what we're doing right now. Oh. So then I went back to Instagram. I'm like, dude, are you the dude who commented 5 times? He's like, yeah, fuck that guy. And like, he just started like, he was disrespectful to my friend. I'm like, are you out here? Like straight
dude,
up.
Me and Tommy are cool now.
Defending a professional fighter right now?
Dude, me and Tommy
That's
are
my
cool
friend.
now.
You don't talk shit about my friends. It's
He's like I appreciate it, G.
It's just absolutely insane. That's my friend. We don't talk shit about my friend. So I was like, dude, this is weird behavior. And he's like, it's weird to talk about Tom. I was like, Jacob and I create content. Jacob watched the video, made a pick. Tommy reacted to it. People reacted to Tommy. People reacted to Jacob. Looks like everybody won. And you're out here fighting that guy's battle. He was good. He did not stop. And I was like, all right, I've already wasted too much time doing this. Crazy.
Send a picture, dick.
No, I was like, dude, I should send this to Tommy and be like, this is your friend? You have your friend arguing your fights for you on Instagram DMs? What the hell is this? So people are strange.
I don't know, man.
You know what's not strange, though? The upcoming slate of events. We just came off 3 spectacular cards in a row. People bitched about Seattle. That card was great. People bitched about UFC Vegas 15. And on paper, that was one of the worst fight nights we've had. That card was great. And the UFC 327 was spectacular. So I can only expect more of the same. We're going to go to Canada. Then we're going back to the Apex. And everybody wants to hate in the Apex.
This is in Canada?
It is. Manitoba. Ask me where that is.
In Saskatchewan or something.
Wherever Manitoba is, that's where it is. Then we go back to the Apex. People love to bitch about the Apex. The Apex card here is a very good card. And the main event is wildly important to the division. That's what I care about. A, is it exciting? And B, does it matter? And this main event matters very much. Could dictate the next title shot. Then we go to Perth for 2 top 5 welterweights slug it out. That card's going to suck for us because it's at like 2 a.m. And then we go to New Jersey for the middleweight belt and the flyweight belt. We got a bunch of great fights coming up. Go back to Jacob's pitch. It's freaking $10 a month to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool. BetSam is up almost 27 units on the year. Jacob has up monster 4 of the last 5 cards.
I think I determined because I was trying to think of names because me and Sam did well last week, like the Slamander.
No.
Maybe the Salasam.
Salaslamder. Salaslam.
Slamander. I don't know, but me and
the Kiwi and the what's a K word for gingers? The Kiwi and the I said K. We're Kiwi and the Kiwi. Was there a fruit that starts with K that's bright red?
Carrot.
I'm not being the Kiwi and the carrot. Dude, that's perfect. That's perfect. The Kiwi and the carrot. Nailed it. That's spectacular.
All right, that was pretty good. But yeah, the kiwi and the carrot. Jesus Christ, the kiwi and the carrot. I think in the last 5 weeks, me and him combined are up like 28 units. I think I'm up over 10. He's up like 17 or 18. So
yeah, it's absurd. There's 4 of us on the website giving you bets. There's 5 giving picks, and then there's a robot giving picks as well. I'm up on the year.
Croden had a great January.
I'm the slow and steady. Jacob's a little more wild, but he's been dialed in lately. BetSam is wild, and somehow it hasn't bitten him in the ass yet. He's dominating. Kunith, the first 3 cards out of the gate was like crushing it. That dude has more reverse sweeps in the last couple of months than I've ever seen.
If anybody's due,
he will lock. Yeah, he will.
If anybody's due.
Dude, he was one weird scorecard away from hitting a plus 2150 parlay.
Was that the Johnny Walker one?
Yeah, he had Costa, Walker. There was 3 dogs. Who was the third dog? He had Uberg. Yeah, Uberg. That was the third dog. And then was it Hokit? Maybe it might have been Hokit.
Yeah, I think it was.
Hokit. So he had 4 dogs or 3 dogs or whatever it was in that parlay. It was like plus 2,000.
I thought Walker won. It was a shit fight, but I thought Walker won.
That fight sucked. A lot of people thought Walker won, but you can't really bitch either way because that fight was so fucking bad. Like, that's on them. Let's go ahead. Oh, no, we got a couple super chats. $1.99 from Unwell to Brrr. What up, boys? Jacob, that was an amazing stream.
Yeah, he was being a little negative at some point.
Unwell was?
it was one of the fights, like first round, and we had fight does not go distance. He's like, it's obvious it's going to a decision. I'm like, check the tube, bro. Come on, man. We're looking for positivity. Unless you're trying to reverse jinx it, which we had the best reverse jinx of the entire year was Tatiana in the second round versus Lupi. The whole second round after she got Lupi down, I was like, guys, I've seen Lupi's, you can't sub her. She literally is unsubbable. I was like, I watched Mackenzie Dern mount this girl for 3 minutes. Mackenzie, there's 0% chance that Tatiana's going to sub this girl. Bang, we had second round submission.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too happy with that, but that's fine. Patrick, thank you, Angelo and Jacob, for everything you guys do. Don't ever stop doing the live streams on Saturdays when you're coming out with a music. When are you coming out? Yeah, we need punctuation, people. Never.
That's our boy Patrick.
Yeah, the 10-second.
He should have. He could have had. He was live for a couple random last 10-second bets because, like, the cut on Prado's forehead and the cut on Taco's forehead. Obviously, they weren't that bad, but just a little bit more, and it's like that's a doctor stoppage, and fucking Patrick's about to hit a couple of bets there.
If they stop it, didn't we determine that if they stop it between rounds, that counts too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
stupid or something? That's what I just explained.
You didn't say between rounds. You made it sound like right at the end.
A doctor stoppage. Yeah, that's what happens. Between
Sometimes
rounds,
they
the
just
doctor
check the
looks
cut.
at it. Yeah, that's only happened to fucking Evan Elder. Up 2-0. They're like, whoa, buddy. Let's look at that thing.
Ride Dodger beats 6074. Keep staying hot, Jake. Enjoyed the pay-per-view vlog, Angelo. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you for being
the streams
here.
are up almost like $5,000 in the last 3 weeks or something like that. It's been pretty.
The stream, I am purposely not jumping in on them because last year when I was like the jinx of the century. So I'm like, I'm going to let them live. I'll play it on a TV, but I'm not going to interact here because I'm a freaking jinx apparently in the stream. So we're not doing that, but the vibes are always good anytime I tune in. So Jacob's the best live streamer that the space has had, period. And eventually will be the biggest. Oh, don't forget to send mail. I forgot about this slide. If you watch the vlog, you watch me cook Sean's recipe. Now, while Sean's recipe was horrendous, I expect better from you guys. Send a recipe. The reason I want a recipe is I'm going to cook it for the vlog. Then we're going to take the recipes. We're going to make a cookbook. We're going to sell it. We're going to give the money to kids. That's it. Very straightforward. Very simple. Send the damn recipe. And time is important. Temp is an important step. A lot of important steps in a recipe. Don't just say, here's the ingredients, put it in a pot. Send whatever you want. We want picks. P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 75078. Let's go ahead and break.
Real quick, too, just last part about that vlog that I didn't want to say anything in the moment, but in hindsight, and I kept thinking about it. It's really kind of, I don't know, maybe it's my insecurities, but something, it's really kind of fucking pissing me off a little bit is when I went to your house, you got to start capping the height with the daughters, man. They're getting a little.
Were they next to you on the camera?
No, I'm talking about like they're getting a little too tall. It's a little bit like when I'm walking in and you're oldest and I'm almost eye to eye with this girl and she fucking, I'm like, I told you the second that she's taller than me, I'm not. You're never coming over again. Can't come over anymore. This is my middle schooler. Go stand next to Jacob. Like I can't. You know what I mean? So we got to do something about that.
I'll make you her godfather. I'll make you her godfather. So you literally have to. It's not a
like,
choice.
Like we got to do something like instead of leg lengthening, like we got to, at night, they should sleep in like a small bed to restrict their growth.
Like they do. I'm not going to name the country, but they make the girls wear tiny shoes to keep their feet small forever. I'm not going to name the country that does that, but
that sounds like some sort of wild, stereotypical, racially charged comment there, Angelo.
It's a thing that they do.
Who?
I'm not making it up. The people that do it. Yep. Let's go ahead and break down this damn card. What was funny when you came, all the youngest kept doing, can so-and-so come over to play? Can so-and-so come over to play? Can we call? It's like, shut up. Stop.
What?
Stop. In the vlog, in that scene when you're at the house, like grabbing your stuff, all the younger one is doing in the background over and over and over. Can we call so-and-so to see if she wants to play? Can we call so-and-so to see if she wants to play? And that is just a perfect window into my life. Just these damn kids asking for stuff all day long. That's parenthood.
Sometimes a kid needs a little smack.
Opening up the UFC Winnipeg fight card, we have Jamey Siraj taking on Yannis. Jamey Siraj, 14-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is making his UFC debut, taking on Yannis, 9-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that finished loss in his UFC debut. This fight was just added. They just slapped this up a couple of days ago. Jamey Siraj, pretty well-rounded guy. He's kind of a staple on the Canadian regional scene. Decent striking, some hidden power. The takedowns are okay. The BJJ is solid. He's very tough, and he does scramble really well. The takedowns aren't like amazing, but he does find the right timing to shoot them. And the grappling is opportunistic. He will scratch something up in one of those shambles. Power's deceiving because he's not bombing from the hips, but he can catch people. He can rock people. The real question mark is how good he actually is, because his record's good, but he's fighting absolute bums on the regional scene. He hasn't fought anybody with any real credibility. So I have no idea what he's going to do here. His last loss in the last 10 years was Diego Brandao. And if you're familiar with MMA, you know how good Diego Brandao was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the one time that Jamey fought somebody good, he lost. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. He's taking on Yannis, powerful striker. Pretty vocal about working on his takedown defense in interviews, but that clearly is a lie.
Where because he was his race.
Yannis?
Yeah.
I don't think he's Hispanic. Maybe he's Hispanic. Maybe some sort of. What does that say in his chest? It's backwards. I don't know. It's tricky because he could be like a Polynesian or Hispanic, like a pretty wide spectrum there. But he's got the beautiful caramel skin tone. So one of those.
One of those. I don't see color. So
clearly, when you looked in the mirror, you got fucking blinded by the red shining back in your eyes. Ever since then, colorblind. Yannis, durable guy, tough striker, southpaw, that can throw people off. He does have a beautiful inside leg kick, and he throws it from the back leg. Problem is, he's a little closer to one-dimensional than he is well-rounded guy, and that's because the takedown defense isn't great. Austin Bashy took him down and got that over with somewhat quickly in that UFC debut. When I did tape study on Jamey, because obviously he's new on this card, I had to watch from scratch. When I did tape study on Jamey, the only thing I was looking for is, does he have offensive takedowns? If he has decent offensive takedowns, he'll win this fight. Watch the tape. He does have decent offensive takedowns. He is going to be the pick. I do think he wins this fight. But if John does work on that takedown defense a little bit, this could be somewhat problematic. But Jamey Siraj is going to be the pick. I'm pretty good here. What do you think, Jacob?
I've seen John kill a man.
All right.
I mean, he does have a nice highlight where he kind of hurt a guy in the first round and then lands, I think, just
you're referencing an actual fight,
an actual murder, yeah, because he falls backwards like this and he's just like Macy Barber, just fucking dead. Like doesn't it wasn't like a TKO where he starts rolling around, he's just flat on his back, fucking dead. This guy does have power in his hands. Jamey is, what's his fucking nickname? The gerbil or the hamster? What the fuck is his nickname? Hold on, it's something John? That, huh?
Isn't it
the Gremlin?
Yeah.
Jamey Siraj's nickname is, and that's really how he fights. Like, he's not the best wrestler, but he's probably going to be the better wrestler in this matchup. He probably accepts being on his back a little bit too much, but he is pretty good in sweeps, in scrambles, and his striking is just kind of like, kind of just in your face striking to kind of get to the wrestling, to kind of get to the takedowns. That's where he's going to shine in this matchup. I think he's definitely going to be live for a submission, but what do we say about those people that we know are pretty tough? We know because we've seen them get hit. And this Yannis will, he will work hard. Like, I think my pick's going to be Jamey, but this feels more, minus 150 for Jamey. I think there is some value here in John because he might get taken down and controlled, but he's going to be fighting for your money. And on the feet, he's got power to end it. And he's somewhat accurate with those strikes. So I'm going with Jamey here because of the wrestling, as Angel mentioned, and the grappling. Submission, I think, is going to be live, maybe second, third round. But maybe to start off, because these last few cards and stuff, the first fights giving us some heart attacks, Chuck Buffalo last week. I actually messaged Chuck Buffalo with a clip from the stream. It was like, you scared us, bro, because we were fucking panicking. And he was like, bro, I was scared. He said I was scared too, but he's gonna have to put me out. I'm not tapping. But I like Jamey here.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page. John is definitely. There's a couple fighters on this card that, if we just look at the community votes here, there's a couple fighters on this card that everybody is just like, that guy sucks, and they've just made their decision, so they click the button, make the pick, and move on. But that's not quite the reality of it. John Yannis is one of those guys. I guarantee people are like, this guy sucks because of what happened to Austin Bashi. First of all, Austin Bashi is pretty good. Second of all, he does have a skill gap, right? The wrestling takedown defense is not great, but his hands are good. The kicks are good. He's a good, tough guy.
He works hard.
You just have to, you have to exploit that one hole. And if you exploit it well, you can run through him. But point being, John Yannis,
he wasn't scared of Bashi
at all.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he wasn't, even in the wrestling, even in the grappling, he didn't look like it looked like he was getting beat by a better person, but he didn't seem really panic or seem like he was overwhelmed in too much of a capacity.
Yeah, exactly. So we're on the Jamey Siraj side, as is most of the community, 92% here. The odds have remained, he's not even the best nickname on the card. When we get to it, I'll try to remember what it is. One of these dudes has Nalo on the main card there. His nickname is like...
By the way, maybe we'll wait till we get there, but if you see his Instagram.
Yeah, that's how I found out his nickname.
Did you look at his Instagram, though?
No, I just went there to get a picture. Why?
It's like years and years of the most terrifying shit I've ever seen. It's just like artwork or something, but it's like fucking like super abstract, like demons. I don't know. It's fucking weird, dude.
All right. Well, we'll look at that. Jamey Siraj is the pick. If you want to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool, we're good to go. We're locked in. Check it all out now at WeWantPicks.com. It's freaking $10, and you get access to every single thing instantly. One click of the button. It's all yours. WeWantPicks.com. Couple of super chatterinos. This isn't Will. Just watch Angelo make that dude's recipe. Shit was hilarious. Oh, he's talking about the vlog. What's funny about that is it was all entirely like, I'm literally trying to, rat garbage. I knew it was a weird nickname.
Look at this.
Just hold on, not Will.
Look.
Yeah, what is it? It looks like weirdo album covers. That's just what he was posting on Instagram for no reason. And then he became a fighter and started posting training videos.
He has like no training videos.
Yeah, but I saw, you're right. But I did see like he had like pictures like this and shit announcing fights.
Yeah, that's the top of his page right there. Just goes.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Copy the name and then moved on. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. Means you watched the vlog. You enjoyed the vlog. Like I said, it's not the most exciting content in the world, but it is different. I actually enjoy filming them because it feels like I'm documenting my life, and it's just like a nice, I don't know. It's nice to see sometimes. $2 super chat from Jacob Lines 606. Angelo, what flavor deodorant do you use? Flavor.
It's a great question.
That is a good question.
Thank you, Jacob. It's a great question.
I think the flavor would be Dewy Meadow. I wear women's deodorant because it smells better and it works better.
Let me just get this straight. In the bathroom that you go and sit down to pee, there sitting next to you is female deodorant that you use. That's what I just want to understand.
The deodorant's not where the toilet is.
That's
but
called strike two.
I genuinely, women's deodorant smells better and works better than men's deodorant. Straight up. Yeah, and that's a weird, like anybody arguing
effeminate armpits, I imagine. You shave those bad boys?
I think it's Dove or Suave.
Don't avoid that question.
The light blue, it's the same color as this.
Your armpits?
All my body hair gets trimmed. I have armpit
hair. That's strike three.
There's no razor involved. It's a buzzer.
That is strike three, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of the closet here today are lovely We Want Picks homosexual. Give it up for Angelo. We're proud of you, Angelo.
I'm an ally. I'll be it. I'm an ally.
We're proud of you.
Ally. What deodorant do you use? Like some men's bullshit that loses
Sasquatch.
its scent?
Yeah, I'm a real man. Sasquatch makes good deodorant.
Dude, you do the light blue. I think it's Dove. You do the light blue Dove, not aluminum free, because once you remove the aluminum, shit doesn't work. You do the light blue Dove, you get it in the
Too many people in here defending women's deodorant.
It's better than men's deodorant, straight up.
Who
it
cares?
Smells so much better. What do you mean, who cares? That's the point. Smell good and prevent stench, and the women's deodorant does it better.
I'll be honest. I was in San Antonio with you. I don't know if
pH
it's working.
balance for a woman, but strong
I
enough
was
for a man.
walking. I was doing the river walk with you. I'm not sure if it's working.
No, that was
you might have some sort of like
imagine
ignorance is
if
bliss type of thing.
Oh, all right. Guy likes women's deodorant, and all of a sudden, Ubata.
Do you deodorize your ass crack or ball sack?
No.
You don't have any like, ball sack deodorant?
No, I blow dry. So everything's bone dry at all times. $1.99 from Ubata. Why is, instead of R, Kunitz picks always delayed? Ange Taco Bell. Oh, that's right. Last week I had beautiful, delicious Taco Bell here. Kunitz, just like everybody else, uploads his picks and bets and stuff when he does them. So I'm the earliest always, but that's because I'm a week ahead. No matter what, I'm always ahead of everybody.
Max says, how does it keep getting worse? You went from women's deodorant to I shave my armpits to I blow dry my nutsack and gooch.
But I've been a big advocate of the blow drying for a while. And women's deodorant smells better. If you're going to pretend it doesn't, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not using women's perfume, just the deodorant.
I mean, there's some good unisex perfumes, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, there was a neighbor came over, a lady neighbor, and I was like, you smell like, what is that? You smell good.
Whoa.
And she was like, oh,
married.
She's like, I said it in front of Tiff. She's like, it's Valentino. I was like, is that cologne? That smells like men's. And she's like, no. I'm like, well, it smells good. And
Jesus, you got to eat her up.
Well, it was like it wafted up the driveway.
You know, I'm allowed to say stuff like that, but if you say that's sexual harassment.
No, it's only sexual harassment if it's at work.
Good. But if I say it, they're like, oh my God, thank you. But if you say it, it's like a little bit weird, dude.
No, people definitely love when men shorter than them compliment how they smell. Women love that. Next up, at UFC Winnipeg, we have John Sexy Mexi Castaneda taking on Mark Vologdin. John Castaneda, 21-8 in his career. 2-3 in his last 5.
My God, he's just a boy. Look at that baby boy. That sweet newborn baby boy, Mark Vologdin. Look at that face. Look at that cute little face, man. That looks like a fucking 10-year. That looks like you in that movie. That's you.
Oh, in Sleepers?
Yeah, that's you in that fucking dumbass movie. It's Little Ange. Look at that.
That was a great movie.
That sweet little boy.
That is a boy picture. That is crazy.
Someone say he looks like he's 6 months old. Holy shit.
He's a Russian boss baby. Boss baby. Mark Vologdin, 12-4 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that wild Contender Series fight. We all know Sexy Mexi at this point.
Dude, John with that mustache, this is giving creepy vibes here. Gee, this fight is who the hell set this one up? Imagine it was Uncle Creepy against fucking Mark. What's his name?
Yeah, no, Touchy Feely. There is an Uncle. I think it was
Uncle Creepy. Yeah, the guy with the wasn't it fucking the guy with the mustache? What's his name? Imagine it was him versus poor child.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It is quite the dynamic here. But in spite of the mustache, John has made quite a career for himself. Ian McCall.
Yeah.
Made quite a career for himself. He was a Division II wrestler. He's got good hands. He's fast. He moves forward. He stays busy. He doesn't have like insane pressure, but there is some good pressure there. And he moves forward. There's not really a lot of power, but he's just going to continue working, continue to do stuff. He did just lose to Chris Gutierrez, but his issue was the range. He just could not manage the range against Chris. Taking on Mark Vologdin. He's known for being in that Contender Series fight that everybody said was the greatest UFC fight of all time. That wild back and forth slobber knocker of a mess of a fight that was wildly entertaining. Some critics say that it sucked and they're sloppy. Others were like, yeah, this is just fun and that's what these are supposed to be. He is an itty bitty man. He is teeny tiny, But style-wise, he's just fast. He's busy. He makes up for any range issues, which he does have because he's so small. With the speed and his willingness to take chances, he'll start spinning for no reason whatsoever. He'll shoot a random takedown. Takedown defense, though, not good, and that's actually why he lost that fight on the Contender Series. This is a hard fight to break down, and you can see the line flipped. Mark Vologdin opened as the considerable favorite, and the line moved, and now John Castaneda is the favorite. It full-blown flipped. I picked John while he was a dog, and I'm going to stick with it. Frankly, I think if he gets a couple of well-timed takedowns, he can steal this fight. That's how Mark lost the first fight, and I think that's how he loses this one. But Mark's volume is insane. Pretty durable guy, pretty tough. As long as John, like, big brothers him, pushes him against the cage, slows him down, takes away the
creepy
speed.
Uncle Sam pushes him against the cage, rips him down, jumps all over him.
Well, Sexy Mexi is the pick. Only 30% of people are picking him to win this fight, despite the odds completely flipping. So a direct misalignment between the public's pick and where the actual money is. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this is Mark's a tough guy. I agree with these odds. You know, it is. I think it is a little bit 50-50. I just don't know what we're going to get with Mark. He is a tiny dude, very definitely skilled, like with the boxing. He can be a little bit hard to take down just because he is like so small. Like it's just hard to kind of change those levels like completely. And I felt that like it was unbelievably surprisingly more difficult than I thought to get to a single on you. I mean, I did. I mean, multiple times I got to a single. But it's a little more difficult than I thought because you're like bouncing. You gotta get like through that belly. Like you're fucking like, it's like those little legs hidden behind that moon like fucking orifice you got hanging off your chest. I mean, are we gonna do something about that?
I just bought bigger shirts.
And it's hard to trust Mark, who got a contract basically on getting the shit beat out of him. Like, he definitely had success in this fight, especially early. But, you know, it's hard to bet on a guy coming off a loss where he got a contract just because he showed how unbelievably tough he is. I mean, split wide open. The pace of that fight was insane. This guy's doing fucking rolling thunders in the second round and stuff like that. But he was getting the shit beat out of him at most part of that fight. So he is tough, but I've seen Sexy Mexi slow down in fights before. That's kind of his, like, not vice, but his little Achilles heel, if you will. No disrespect to my guy Halliburton, but I don't know. This feels like Mark's good, but I'm going Mark because I think he can take over and have the volume late to sneak out a second and third, but this feels pretty 50-50 to me.
Yeah, so I agree, because if Mark just comes out here with a gazillion strikes, if he defends a takedown or two, or if John Castaneda slows down, then he could definitely win this fight. But I'll go with the more experienced guy that has the wrestling if he needs it, and that's why I'm on the other side. If you need a tiebreaker, Jacob and I are split here, but we have tiebreakers on the website. We have an artificial intelligence that's picking fights based solely off historical information. We got Artem, we got Betsam, we got Kunith also making picks. And then a handful of them making bets. Check it all out on the website, $10, wewantpicks.com. We have a Super Chatterino, Smart Gamer. Oh, there's no context here. Smart Gamer 2508, $1.99. It was not accompanied with a comment, but thank you so much for the Super Chat. And if you decide there's something you want to say, let us know, and we'll go ahead and say it. I think I missed one earlier. Let me make sure I did not. And I did. Keep staying hot, Jake. No, I didn't miss it.
You see now, bitch.
Next up at UFC Winnipeg, we have Mitch Raposo taking on Allan Nascimento. Mitch Raposo, 10-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is on that first UFC win. And that's what makes this pick so tricky. I was going to say 4-fight win streak, but that's Allan Nascimento. That's what makes this breakdown so tricky because I am going to lean that side, but we'll talk about the other side first. He's taking on Allan Nascimento, 22-6 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's on a 4-fight win streak. Allan Nascimento, a fun grappler. The striking is just okay. He doesn't have much to offer in the wrestling department either, but he has no problem getting into a brawl. If you take him down, he's going to work some sweeps. He's going to attack. If he ends up on top, he's also going to attack. He'll create some scrambles, try to find something. His hands are okay. Like, there's random power in there. The hands are okay, but the takedown actually is terrible at 23%. The takedown defense isn't much better at 37%. And he did just beat Cody Durden, where he had him rocked. He subbed him, but the striking looked horrendous up until that point, and he looked like he was afraid to get hit. He's taking on Mitch Raposo, a New England cartel guy. That's the Rob Font team, the Calvin Cater team. And like the rest of that team, he's got good hands, clean boxing, clean striking, but there are some wrestling gaps. He's young. He's only 27 years old, but he's been training since he was in middle school. He has more power than most. He's got clean striking. He's very comfortable in the cage. He can be hittable. That's because he keeps his hands pretty low, but he's got a decent enough chin, and he did just come off that tremendous upset win over Azat Maxim, where he was taken down 7 times, but he ran away with the striking. And I think this fight could look similar, minus the 7 takedowns. Allan Nascimento doesn't have the wrestling that Azat Maxim did. I'm going to pick Mitch Raposo here because I think Mitch has good hands. I think Mitch is going to back Allan up. I think he's going to bomb away. And if Allan is even half as afraid to engage with Mitch as he was with Cody, then he's in some trouble. And he was able to clip Cody a little bit there. But Cody, unfortunately, at this point in his career, is the chinniest guy in this division. So I'm on the Mitch side. I think Mitch straight up wins this fight. And let me remind you, so right now, he's a plus 165 dog. The other day, he was over plus 300. When he beat Azat Maxim, he was plus 410. Plus 410 when he beat Azat Maxim. Odds don't matter. I think Mitch Raposo gets the win here, just with clean composure and much better striking. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit biased here. Obviously I was at that fight, that Durden fight, and I was very clear in that breakdown, like Cody Durden could just fucking box this dude's ears off. And that's exactly what was happening in that fight. Cody Durden was boxing his ears off, got clipped a little bit, had to shoot a kind of panic, shot that takedown. And a lot of that Nascimento is, I mean, that's where he's going to thrive in the jiu-jitsu, especially when he's kind of in that advantageous spot on your back, on a front choke, something like that. But I knew exactly what was going to happen in that fight, and I'm a big fan of Mitch Raposo. I know a lot of people have kind of like gone away from him as a talent. He kind of had a lot of like kind of background noise coming into the UFC against Andre Lima because he had the highlights. He's got the big KO highlight and stuff, and people are like, listen, this could be a fucking dude. And then he's come in to the UFC and kind of been freezing in the moment. I think he's kind of talked about that a little bit. Like, he just can't really get it going for some reason. And he was able to squeak out that win versus Azmat, being a little bit more active and really kind of turn that corner of being like, okay, I can trust my skills. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to be such an off-the-wall comparison. And I'm not saying he's at that level and everything, but he is a type of fighter like an Aaron Pico, to where he is good at fucking everything, dude. His boxing is so fucking crisp. He's in, he's out, he's got a jab, he can throw combinations, but he really came from a wrestling background. He has wrestling, he has jiu-jitsu. Yeah, he was taken down by a crazy takedown guy, but was never really threatened with anything. Allan Nascimento, I think, is going to struggle with that range. Then as long as Mitch just lets himself be fucking Mitch. We don't feel pressure. We apply it. We don't feel pressure. We apply it. If Mitch comes in just like Cody Durden did and just get in this guy's face, get the jab on him, start laying in the 2, get him backing up with his chin straight back, Mitch Raposo is going to knock this guy the fuck out, win $100,000, and he's going to remember who he was, and he's going to make some fucking noise in this division. I think this is a great, great matchup for him because I don't think Allan's got the takedowns to get to Mitch, and Mitch can easily box this guy's fucking head off. I got Mitch Raposo by KO plus 800. It's plus 700 right now. I'm juiced up on it. I'm biased, but I love this kid, man. I think this is a great matchup to finally fucking jump out of his skin a little bit and remind people who he is.
I did win inside the distance decision, no action, because I think all the finish upsides on his side. And if he can get his hands going, you can definitely find.
Durden was probably a minute or two from knocking this guy out. Like he was just
Allan
landing.
Looked like he wanted nothing to do.
Yeah,
with
he was just landing at will. And Mitch is going to be faster, more pop to his shots, better footwork in and out. Like that's no disrespect to Durden. That just is what it is. Like I think this is a fucking great matchup for him, man. Yeah,
and people were commenting like, "Oh, but Allan beat Jafo. But that's because they engaged in like a grappling match, like that. Jafo was kind of playing.
Yeah, and he got
Allan's
bit by a spider that week and was almost dead. He wasn't even supposed to fight. That was my lock of the week. They said he couldn't even walk like during fight week, and he was like, "I'm still gonna fight," and fucking. I think he won the first round overall on, and then fucking lost. But
there we go. Jacob and I both on the dog here. And what's funny is he was a huge dog. Now he's just a regular size underdog, but the community well on the other side. 91% of people picking Allan Nascimento here. Mitch Raposo, I'm going with the Northeast guy. Jacob going with the Northeast guy. If you want to see what the rest of the crew is doing, if you want to see what bets we have on this fight and every other fight, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month. And that month in will include UFC 328. Next up.
Whoa.
What?
Oh, it looks like we have super chat.
$2 super chat from Jacob Line 606. What food do you think about most during the day?
That's a great question. Thank you, Jacob. It's a great question.
Obviously it goes like in and out. Like you're in the mood for something for a while, or you're getting commercials over and over.
What do you think you thought about if there was a total thought tally of your entire life, what's your top 3 foods that would be?
I'll do that in phases. Growing up, probably pasta. Just fuck. That's all I ate. Pasta. The middle chunk of my life.
I thought you were gonna say pussy.
Okay, I should. The middle.
Whoa!
The middle
inside glimpse into the life of Angelo there.
the middle chunk of my life, Chinese food. Love it. The middle chunk, the boneless spare ribs, that whole bit.
I haven't even heard a word you've said. Holy shit. Can you do that again if you don't mind?
Absolutely not. And then the last chunk of my life right now, fried chicken. Ever since I moved to the South, I'm all about fried chicken.
Chinese food and fried chicken. Got it.
That shit is delicious.
Jesus.
It's absolutely incredible.
Where do you go? What's your go-to? Popeyes?
Fried chicken? Yeah. For easy and quick Popeyes, you have to eat at Babes. You should go to Babes. You're in Frisco. Babes is fucking delicious. But you have to go there. You can get takeout, obviously, but they're not going to deliver it. You have to go there. You sit down, unlimited sides. Like Babes is incredible. They just drop every side on the table and you just eat them. And then, but the best fast food fried chicken, Jollibee. You had it? It's in Plano.
I didn't understand.
It's Filipino. It's Filipino fried chicken.
I'm an American. I eat fucking KFC, baby.
It's too greasy. KFC's not that good.
I love it. Sometimes it's just fucking, oh my God.
Yeah, KFC's not that good. Jollibee has the best like fast food fried chicken, and Babes is just the best fried chicken I've had. Just like homemade, whatever fried chicken. And there's this place called Crispy, and they spell Crispy with a K. It's like inside.
Dude. Jesus, holy shit! Calm down.
It's inside gas stations.
God, calm down.
And that shit's delicious too. And everybody says Williams chicken in Dallas.
Come on.
Everybody says Williams in Dallas is good, but it's in neighborhoods that I probably can't go to, so I won't be trying. I won't be. You go get it.
I can Millie Rock in any block. I walk 2 miles through San Antonio's worst street. Pitch black, strolling through that motherfucker, giving head nods. Hey, how you doing? To everybody I saw. I'm respected. I can go anywhere. I don't have to check in anywhere.
Well, then go get me some Williams and we'll try it because I heard it's amazing. I was told.
Block.
Next up at UFC Winnipeg, we have JJ Aldrich taking on Jamey Lynn Horth. JJ Aldrich 14-7 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming back after a full year away, taking on Jamey Lynn Horth, 9-2 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming off that first UFC stoppage win. JJ Aldrich, somebody we've broken down a lot before, but not recently because of the layoff. She's good at everything, right? Decent striking, decent takedowns, decent jiu-jitsu. She is like, if you're building a fighter, like, okay, this person, you took all the skills, you divided them up evenly. She can do all the things. The problem is she does have some lupigadinas in her where she'll make some weird decisions. She won't do exactly what she's supposed to do when she's supposed to do it, but you can rely on her to show up, not do any weird spinning techniques, not do anything ridiculous, and just move forward ones, twos, try to stick to the basics and get a win. She did just beat, before the layoff, Andrea Lee, where she went 2 for 3 in takedown attempts. Taking on Jamey Lynn Horth, a striker with solid accuracy, good power. She moves pretty well. She mixes up different kickboxing
what
techniques.
What a couple fucking women we got here. I'm sorry, I can't. Sometimes I can't help myself. Just fucking couple fucking bombs.
You could be related to JJ.
Yeah, we're both beautiful people. Thank you.
Yeah, but similar, like, complexions and makeups. Actually, I think dimension-wise,
Jamey Lynn Horth looks like
5'5",
transsexual Angelo.
I'd be honored to look like.
Yeah, I didn't mean that as like a bad thing.
Yeah, good for Jamey Lynn Horth.
If you were a woman, Angelo, I think I'd really tear you up. Be honest with you.
I'd have to lose a few, but I could be a decent looking woman. Honestly, every
that's
Italian,
strike 4. What the hell?
Every
that's
Italian
strike 5
or Jewish.
I sit down to pee, women's deodorant, shave my armpits, blow dry my gooch, and I'd be a great woman. You're done.
I'd be a good looking.
You're done.
Okay. Jamey Lynn Horth, good kickboxer, good power. She's pretty big for this weight class. Decent takedown defense. It's not great. Against the cage, it is very good. In the middle of the cage, not great. If she is taken down, though, she can work her way back up. She just knocked out Teresa Bleda. Should be Jamey Lynn Horth. I'm going to pick Jamey Lynn Horth. But the takedown defense, the middle of the cage, not spectacular. So if JJ mixes those takedowns in well, which is what she does, then this could get weird for Horth. But I'll go with the bigger fighter, the more powerful fighter over the, taking a year off and is going to need to mix in takedowns. JJ won't outstrike Jamey, so she's going to have to mix in the takedowns, and I have to assume that Jamey Lynn's going to be prepared for that. So Horth is the pick. This fight's a lot closer than some people think, but that is also why the community, 88-12 isn't absurd, but we had 91-9 before. So a few more people picking JJ than some others on this card, and I get it. Like, she's got all the skills. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I think JJ's fucking solid, man. Like, she doesn't do anything great, but she's just like, she's so experienced and just so like knows who she is type of fighter. Like, I think she's an underrated striker, can mix in wrestling and grappling as well. This is a girl that was kind of throwing around Aaron fucking Blanchfield the first round of that fight and then got caught in a guillotine. Jamey Lynn Horth is getting these wins, but Teresa Bleda, Vanessa Dumopoulos, Ivana Petrovic, Haley Cowan. Like, the level of competition isn't the best I've ever seen. And JJ, she's been around, and she actually does have some decent wings. My girl, Liang Na, one of the greatest female Asian fighters, maybe of our generation. She beat Jillian Robertson. She also beat Vanessa. Like I said, was beaten Macy, has beat Polyana Viana and stuff like that. Like, she's been around, and it just... Obviously, this is probably going to be a decision fight. It's in Canada. We'll see if the judges are swayed in any way or whatever, but this feels so close. I couldn't imagine betting either side of this. Like I said, there is some very bold people this week that are taking Jamey Lynn Horth in a big way, and God bless them and Godspeed. I'm taking JJ. I just think that I think she's an underrated striker, and I haven't really seen Jamey beat anybody at her level, and, I think the value here is on JJ. I'm taking JJ.
I like the love for JJ because I agree. And that was my breakdown, was like, hey, I'm going to pick Jamey Lynn Horth for these reasons, but JJ Aldrich is like good. You described it the same way I did. She's not amazing. I can't point to like crazy fast, crazy power, but she does everything she's supposed to do. She's good in all the departments. Nothing's flashy. She's not like a world beater, but she's good.
I think better than most. Statement of like she knows who she is important, because it's not like she's still trying to figure out who she wants to be as a fighter. She's not like this young person that hasn't really mastered. I mean, I don't know. But Jamey is big and strong, and who knows? But
The better striker. Jamey's the better striker. Just
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think
JJ's probably faster, but
bit.
Jamey's just.
When's the last time somebody called you fucking stupid?
People don't call me stupid. If I'm anything, it's fucking smart and articulate. I'm quite the communicator.
I don't even know if you sounded that out right.
What did I not sound out correctly?
Articulate.
I said it correctly.
Say it again.
Articulate.
I'm not loving the way that you're hitting one of those letters.
Which one?
Say it again.
Articulate.
Something just doesn't seem right.
There's nothing in there. It's not even anything.
I don't know, man.
Jacob and I are split yet again. If you need a tiebreaker, we have those. WeWantPicks.com. We have a robot. We have an artificial intelligence. You can use that pick as your tiebreaker. You can use Artem. We call him the Regional Rain Man. You can use Betsam, who is on
Regional Rain Man. We love her.
All-time run right now. Or you can use Kunith. Kunith's picks are much better than his bets. I promise you that. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member of the top. It's $10 for an entire month. And we have a whole suite of tools as well. You don't even have to look at a single pick or bet. And you've already gotten your money's worth based off of the tools, the research, and the insight. WeWantPicks.com. We got this comment, not a super chat, but he said, am I tripping? BetOnline has the spreads for Jasmine versus Carini flipped. They do, because I went in today to take a look at what that spread would be, and they do have a flip. I think the odds are correct because they have Jasmine as minus 200, but that is for the they show it as a plus 3.5. That's for the minus 3.5. That's what they have flipped. The odds are correct. I think they just flipped what the if you're gaining or losing points. They'll fix it, and if you placed it, if you grabbed it already, they will cancel your bet and give your money back. And that's something that the domestic books cannot do because of government regulation.
Very
Next
interesting, Angelo. Wait, whoa.
What?
Oh, I thought we had a super chat.
No. Am I waiting for a fucking... Here we go. $2 super chat from Jacob Line 606. How many pounds of salami have you eaten in your life?
That's a great question. Thank you, Jacob, for that $2. That's a great question.
Dude, I mean, we could just do some quick math.
That's what I'm saying.
I probably had 2 pounds at Easter.
Here, let's do this. Let me.
How many Easters?
That's what. No, that's what we're going to do. We're going to estimate when you eat salami.
A lot less now that I live here.
How many pounds a day, or how many pounds do you eat in a day? Would you say?
Well, the problem is living here, I don't eat salami that much anymore.
That's not what the fuck I asked you. When you eat it, how much do you eat?
When I eat salami,
over or under 5 pounds?
Under 5 every time I eat it.
3.
That's a lot. Do you know how much 3 pounds of salami is?
We'll say 3. 3. Now, how many days a month would you estimate that you eat salami?
We got to section off the life. The middle part, I was probably 3 times a week eating salami. Now, twice a month.
Times a week, which 3 times
now twice a month
is 12 a month times 12 is 144 times about 3 pounds a thing is 432 a year times your 56. So you've been eating salami since you were 6 times 50. You've eaten 21,600 pounds of salami in the last 50 years.
11 tons of salami. Thank you, JT Lines, for the super chat. Very appreciated. $1.99 from Coods. No message though. So comment and we'll get to it. I don't know what you want to say here, but we appreciate the super chat for sure. Thank you very much. Next up at UFC Winnipeg, we have Melissa Croden taking on Darya Zheleznyakova. Nope. Melissa Croden 7-3 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is coming off that wrestle heavy loss to Luana Santos, taking on Darya. Darya 10-2 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5, coming off that revenge win over Melissa Mullins. Melissa Croden, she made her debut at the last UFC Canada card. The last time we were in Canada was her UFC debut. clean striker, lifelong martial arts. She started as a little girl doing Taekwondo, worked her way up to Muay Thai, and now she's a full-blown MMA fighter. She is pretty big for this weight class. That size does come with some power. It also comes with some cardio gaps. She's got a stiff jab, powerful body kicks, ridiculously tough in the feet. You've seen the regional tape before she made it to the UFC. She was 99% knocked down, still gutted through that and made her way out. She is coming off the decision loss to Luana Santos, where she was taken down 3 times, gave up 9 minutes of control. Taking on Darya. Darya is a fun come-forward striker who's going to throw everything at her opponents. Big, heavy 1-2s. She'll bomb away in the clinch. She loves to walk you down. She tries to outwork people. Everything she throws is with intent. She has no problem with a firefight whatsoever, but her takedown defense sucks. She is coming off that win over Melissa Mullins, where she just beat the absolute shit out of her on the feet. This is another fighter. We talked about it earlier with John Yannis. This is another fighter that a lot of people are just like, oh, Darya sucks. But that's not true. Like Darya, if you could guarantee somebody's not taking her down, Darya will get into a dogfight. She'll bomb away, and it could be very interesting. I'm going to pick Melissa here, though, because I know Melissa's tough. If Melissa needs to wrestle, she could probably squeak in a takedown. And she's going to be long and the more technical of the two. This is going to come down to, can Darya make this ugly and dirty and grindy, or can Melissa keep it a little more technical? I'm going to lean Melissa here. Melissa's going to be the pick for that reason, but Darya's got enough dog in her to just make this a weird fight that gets sloppy as hell quickly and she can steal. But we're in Canada. Melissa's good. Melissa's the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm a little bit opposite on this. I'm not a big fan of Darya. Yeah, she looked, halfway decent against Melissa Mullins. That was definitely a motivated Darya. That was a rematch. Melissa kind of steamrolled her in the first matchup. And for some reason, Melissa Mullins was like, hell, I took her down and just beat the fuck out of her the first time. Let me just try to knock her out on the feet. Oh my God, I'm getting beat on the feet. Who cares? I'm still going to try to just, instead of take, I don't know why the fuck kind of game plan was that? Just take her down. If you take this girl Darya down, she is clueless. I mean, she posted on her Instagram. I did see, I'm doing the research for the people, Angelo. Yeah, I'm definitely on the Instagrams, Sunday from 2 to 8 p.m. just out there grinding, looking for anything I could find. Darya was definitely 4 or 5 hours of that, making sure I'm not missing any details for this breakdown. And there was a post in the comment was like, I think that it was like something like trying to improve the ground game of Darya or working to improve the ground game of Darya, which is like, it's a very clear hole. And Melissa Croden, yeah, she might be a little bit like too much unmatched, but at range, it could be, back and a little bit more back and forth. She likes to get in those clinches. She likes to take people down. She likes to grind and get nasty with people. And if she does that game plan, which I think she is, I think she's going to win this fight. And I think she's going to find a finish on the ground. So I'm not playing Melissa Croden money line. I'm not going to put her in parlays. I'm getting more aggressive because if she comes into this fight with the tenacity that she came in against Tainara Lisboa in that Canada fight again in her debut, I think she can get this girl on the ground, smother her, and finish her. Melissa Croden's a fucking dog, and she will not stop and look for a finish at every opportunity. So I'm playing Melissa Croden inside the fucking distance. I'm a little bit of a Darya hater, I would say.
I get it. She's doggy, though. We agree, right? She can make this ugly. Could get weird. Darya.
You don't want to get ugly with Croden. I promise you that.
She's tough as shit, but Darya will just be bombing away. And if Croden does slow down,
I hope so. I would love to see it.
Well, I am on the Melissa Croden side. I didn't bet it. I was gonna bet it because those are pretty reasonable odds. But I was like, let me just leave this one alone. She did just come off that wrestle heavy loss. Like, she might play it a little too safe here. And in that case, Darya's just bombing away. Could get strange, but she should win.
Bombing away. What is that?
Because that gets weird in the scorecards when one fighter's just swinging like crazy.
Just bombing away.
Because it's not like clean technical 1-2. It's just like, whoa, just swinging from the hips, just trying to take somebody's head off. And it only takes one of those to get a little bit of red, a little puffy. All of a sudden, the eyes shut, and now the judges are. Yeah,
I think you should see a doctor if it's red puffy.
It's coming to a head. Jacob and I both on the Melissa Croden side. I don't know what the rest of the crew is doing, but if you want to find out, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's $10 for a freaking month. You'll get this card. You'll get UFC Vegas 116. You'll get UFC Perth, and you'll get UFC 3 28. We do have a super chat here, $4.99 from Pete the Heat MMA, and he said, "Keep crushing everything, guys." Hey, Pete the Heat, we appreciate you. Is that a picture of you? Are you a fighter? If you are and you're active and you want to promote something, let us know. We'll shout you out or tell people to buy tickets using your link or whatever the hell it is. Thanks for being here. Thank you for
this guy.
The super chat. Trying to help people that help us, man. Pretty straightforward. You support the boys will support you.
I think that's how R. Kelly used to approach people.
He peed on him.
He peed on Pete?
Listen,
trying to put that pee on Pete?
$3 super chat. Whatever Pete needs, Pete gets. Thank you, Pete.
Big Pete.
Next up, at UFC Winnipeg, we have Tanner Boser taking on Gokhan Saricam. Tanner Boser, 22-11, 3-2 in his last 5. He is making his return to the UFC, taking on Gokhan Saricam, 11-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight win streak into his UFC debut. Tanner Boser is a name you may be familiar with. He was in the UFC for a couple of years. He was a heavyweight. Then he dropped down to light heavyweight. Wasn't as successful. Then he bounced, went to the regional scene, got a win, and now here he is. And while in the UFC, he wasn't very successful on paper, he was a pretty talented guy. He's got good hands. He's got real power. He's very athletic for this weight class. A little bit on the smaller side, though, and he had some trouble with the larger guys. The striking differential was pretty impressive at 4-2, and while he does have a 62% takedown defense, he has 0 recorded takedowns in the UFC. He's taking on Gokhan Saricam. This guy's an explosive heavyweight. He will strike. He does shine as a wrestler, though. He wrestles much like a smaller man. Very real takedowns, plenty of pressure on top. On the feet, he's rangy. He'll throw some kicks. He'll chop the leg up a little bit. He'll throw a power for 1-2, and then he's shooting. Lowering his level, shooting. Not fat boy holding against the cage, actually taking shots. And as soon as he's on the ground, he's immediately striking.
And repeat, we're in a boat. Pete fell out. Who was left?
The person that was left was Repeat. Got his ass. Tanner Boser is on this card to showcase Gokhan. That's why he's on this card. He's Canadian, so he's an easy get. But the reason he's at heavyweight and the reason he's on this card is because they needed an opponent for Gokhan. And they needed an opponent for Gokhan because they want to highlight him. He's a guy that can come in here, make some waves, do some fun stuff in this weight class. He'll bomb away, shoot big takedowns.
Oh my God, what is with that?
Because bomb away is very different than powerful striker.
Can you ask ChatGPT to come up with some synonyms so we can switch this up a little bit?
What should I say?
When it's writing the script for you, can you ask it for a little
I do not use
vocabulary?
AI. I will never use AI, and I'm offended by that.
It's almost like you're trying to send signals or something.
I write all this shit. Bomb away. Bomb away to me, when I say he bombs away. You can't say
bomb on an airplane.
What if I was a bombardier? And he's just throwing from his hips.
Bomb.
That's what I mean from that. And he's just throwing from his hips and he'll shoot big takedowns. So he's here to be showcased. I think he does exactly that. I think he backs up Tanner. I think he gets Tanner worried about these big, giant overhands, and then he hits the legs, shoots some takedowns, has some success. Obviously, Tanner's pretty athletic, and at heavyweight, athleticism can carry you. I don't think it carries him to a win, though. Gokhan is the pick, and I bet on him at that -155. What do you think, Jacob?
There is no fucking chance in hell, and please, goddamn people, fucking listen to me. It's not fucking worth it. There is no chance in hell you should be putting money on a 35-year-old from Bellator that's making his UFC debut against a guy that has 5 UFC wins already. I don't give a fuck if he left the UFC, whatever. He's got 5 UFC wins. He's 2 scorecards from having 7 fucking UFC victories against the top heavyweight talent in the world. In his last UFC fight against a young, unbelievable prospect that was my lock of the week that week. So I got a lot of respect for Tanner Boser. He fucking styled on Alexa Kammer. Fucking styled on him. Outboxed him. He's got very weird boxing. He can really pounce on people. Can he get taken down? Yeah. Was his last fight he was getting mauled until the guy literally death gassed? Yeah. But this guy Gokhan is like, I don't know what he does well. Like he wants to like shoot these like
I told you
takedowns
what he does well.
from across the fucking whatever. That's later in life learned wrestling. This guy was a boxer that learned how to wrestle, realized, oh my God, these Bellator people are fucking horrible. I can just take them down and just be big. This is the best guy that he's fought. It's not even close. I'm taking the fucking younger guy that's had 5, almost 7 UFC wins against a 35-year-old Bellator fucking dude. 10 out of 10 times. Give me Tanner and I fucking bet him. Fuck you, Angelo.
What the hell are you mad at me for? Holy crap. What'd I do? I picked Gokhan.
You frustrate me with your ignorance.
Your stupid bothers me. Yeah, we're split here again. We are split in a lot of these fights. I didn't look at it ahead of time. I didn't realize how split we were going to be. 80% to 20%. When you get these dogs like this, like a Tanner Boser, it is funny to see the community picks because there's always the favorite dogs on a card, right? There's always the card where everybody's on the exact same dog. Last week was Cub Swanson. Everybody was on Cub Swanson. This week, it is a little bit more spread out, and the dogs that we do have that I think are kind of live, like a Tanner Boser, could squeak one out. JJ Aldrich, there's not a lot of confidence in them as a general public. So this one will be interesting. If you do need a tiebreaker, we got them. We also have picks. We have bets. We have tools. We have a fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times. We have an AI. We have everything you could ever want or need, and it's freaking $10. $10. We want picks.com. Just click become a member at the top. Next up, at UFC Winnipeg, we have the featured fight of the evening. We have Robert Valentin.
Is it really?
It's the featured fight. Why wouldn't it be? This is going to be a sloppy disaster of a fight that'll be entertaining.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, this is the literal featured fight. Robert Valentin taking on Julien Leblanc. Robert Valentin 10-6 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5 on an unfortunate 3-fight skid. Taking on Julien Leblanc, 10-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, making his UFC debut. Robert Valentin came off the Ultimate Fighter, has had 0 success since then. He's a creative striker. He plots forward. He's got low hands. He'll spin. He is powerful. He's willing to exchange, but he's also insanely hittable. He does not go to his takedowns very often, but they are there in his back pocket. He is exciting to watch, and he will look for finishes. He'll also get finished. He just lost his 3rd fight in a row, this time a knockout to Ataba Gutier. Taking on Julien Leblanc. Long, lean guy. He used that length pretty well. On his feet, he'll throw long jabs. He'll throw big kicks. On the ground, he's throwing up triangles, other long limb techniques. He's not fast. He's not powerful, but he is tough and he is busy. He moves forward, throw to whatever he can, and he's always looking for a finish. When I do these breakdowns, we've discussed it a million times, I don't look at the odds. I do my breakdowns, then I'll go back and look at the odds and go from there. I typically try to avoid, because even on Tapology, I won't scroll down far enough to see who the community's picking. But I did see here in our Discord last week, Bet Sam picked and bet on Robert Valentin. So I saw it in the Discord. And I read his breakdown. His breakdown was basically like, Julien sucks. He doesn't belong in the UFC. And I understand Robert hasn't had a win yet, but he's tough. He's durable, blah, 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 blah. So I had that in my head when I watched this, when I did the tape study. And I don't know if it seeped in or what, but I kind of agree with it. Julien sucks. Like, he's not good. Like, I don't know what he's good at. He's not powerful. He's not fast. The technique isn't great. Like, he's long. He stays long. I don't think Robert cares or respects the length. He's just going to get in his face and do whatever the hell he does. I think Robert could win this fight, so I'm picking Robert to win this fight. I don't have the nuts Bet Sam does. Betting on it seems like a wild decision to make. Robert Valentin is going to be the pick, but I'm staying far, far away. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I think Robert is definitely going to be the play. Plus money, I get that. We were talking about that earlier, and Robert Valentin at plus money against this guy, I think that probably is an auto bet situation. You probably still are getting value. I would price this probably minus 150 for Robert because, like you said, I don't know how this guy got to the UFC. I don't know. There's 600 fighters on the roster. How many fighters are in the fucking middleweight division? Is this one of the top fucking 60, 70 middleweights on planet Earth? Like, who is doing the fucking scouting for the UFC? And he might come in and beat Robert because Robert's not great either. So I don't want to say he can't come in and win this fight. But it was finding these fucking people. The only UFC talent or kind of there after, if that's even a sentence, was Darian Weeks. Darian Weeks was in the UFC, wasn't really successful, but he was a UFC fight or whatever. Darian Weeks was fucking just mauling this fucking dude up against the fence. Like, this guy looked like he didn't belong in there. And then he lands a random knee that splits him open, doctor stoppage. And then Julien, his last fight's against a guy that's 6-10, and it takes him 2 rounds to beat this dude. And then he gets a call from the UFC. It's like, is that how bad Canada MMA is, dude? That this guy, the UFC wanted to fill a middleweights fight, and out of all of fucking Canada, they found this guy. I don't know. He might win this fight. I'm not going to say Robert's definitely going to win this fight, but I imagine he's probably going to get takedowns and get the grappling going. You saw a flash of that in the Ryan Loder fight. Ryan Loder's a very good wrestler. Robert was had some decent positions in that one. And Julien, like you said, I don't know what he really does well. Maybe he lands a knee. Maybe just Robert's chinny finds a shot. I don't know. This is 2 weird dudes about to punch each other in the face. Anything's possible. Saturday live stream, we're definitely going to be playing like Robert, first round submission, second round submission, stuff like that. He's my pick, but I don't love Robert either. This guy Julien might win the fight, but I don't know where they found this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the Canadian flag by his name is how he ended up here. But Robert Valentin should just dog his way to a win. Betsam had the nerve to go ahead and place a bet here. I'm not quite there, but I can. I
don't even know if this guy's at TriStar either. Like, it would make sense if he's like a TriStar guy. There's a lot of TriStar people. Like, we want, if we're going to do this, let's put him, and the UFC's all right, we'll throw him on the card. I don't think he's in that TriStar.
Like, I get betting against Julien. Like, I can see how you get there. It's the betting on Robert where it's like, But he did have
you have
some
to be careful with that sometimes. I know we say that a lot. Like, be careful. I know you want to bet, but but I get it, I guess.
Yeah. And Robert, to his credit, like Ryan Loder, All-American Division I, he might have been a national champion wrestler. Atabak Gutierrez will knock everybody's head off. Like, they are okay. What, with Azamat Mirzakhanov was the other loss? Is that who it was?
I
think it was.
Lost the conversation.
I think the third loss.
This fucking retard, and I hate using that word.
Yeah.
27 in the chat says Canada has more gyms than TriStar, you casual. Yeah, no fucking shit, dude. That wasn't even the point, you idiot. Yeah. You fucking goofy bitch. You fucking silly fucking dirty slut in a hotel room cleaning your fucking gooch for the next guy. Shut the fuck up. I said he wasn't at TriStar. I know there's other gyms.
Yeah, you just listed the best one. Basically saying he's not at
there's a lot of TriStar people
that the UFC has a relationship with. Yeah, I get it. Or he's not at the one that is it? It's not Canadian Top Team where Mike and Jasmine are, but yeah, I get your point. Go to the website, wewantpicks.com. Every pick, every bet, every tool, everything on the website, ready to go. The greatest offering this space has ever seen. It's $10 freaking. 10. The literal greatest offering this space has ever seen. And also go to the website and get yourself $50. Go to this URL. This URL right here, right in front of you. We'll get you $50.
This guy said I'm a washed bum. If I'm washed, that means I was great at one time. You idiot.
And he's here actively watching and engaging. So you would be washed if he was watching.
He said I'm half your age. We got a 15-year-old in the fucking chat.
Yeah, kick him out.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Go to this URL. Use any of the affiliate links on the page. Sign up, make a deposit, and you get yourself $50. Very straightforward. It's that simple. They'll get a brand new customer. I will get a one-time commission. I will slice that money, and then you will get some money. Everybody wins. Go to the URL, sign up, make a deposit, get yourself paid. But the website isn't just free bonus cash. We also have a whole bunch of tools. We focus very much in these videos, breaking down the fight, saying my bet, check out the bets. But we have a whole suite of tools. For those of you who like to do your own fishing, we'll teach you. Teach a man the fish. Use the tools. Find your own spots. We have a tool called the Data Analyzer. It allows you to manipulate data, to deep dive, to find spots, to do comparisons. You can drill this down to say how many significant strikes are landed to the head in the clinch. This will get you as deep as you need to go. It'll help you identify.
Angelo. Goofies that aren't premium members, you're going to put $10 on some bullshit parlay that's not going to hit. Invest your money in yourself, in the tools. You can see our bets as well. It's fucking $10. You waste $10 on a goddamn parlay every week. What are you doing with your life? Sign up, give us a shot, use the tools. Use our tools. Trust your reads. I like that tagline.
You really are trying to get that going.
Use our tools, trust your reads. Because that's what it should be at the end of the day. You don't want, nobody wants people just tailing them blindly. We have our, we have success with it, but
I would tail Betsy and blindly right now, but yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like, use the tools, be your own capper. We got the tools to be your own capper.
We have cool tools as well. Like the data analyzer, you're in there, you're clicking around, you're doing research. The tape index, this is for people who want to do tape study, right? Instead of trying to find these videos, we got you lined up. The fight simulator, this is cool. This simulates every fight 100,000 times. What I do, I click simulate. Then I jump over to the tab that has stats. Then I'll find the fighter I'm looking at. In the pull down, I'll say, what stats do I want to see? If you click, like in this screenshot, significant strikes, it will show you throughout those 100,000 simulations, here's how many significant strikes were landed in the simulations. Then I go over to Prize Picks or Underdog or the Sportsbook, and I take a look at the significant strike line that they set, and then I look at the simulator, and I just compare those two numbers. There's two lines on the screen. One is a simulator number. The other one I just dragged over to what the book says, and it tells you 80% of the simulation said more than this, 20 said less, whatever it is. And then you go ahead and if you want to place a bet, place a bet. So lots of cool tools that do a lot of different cool things. Line movement tracker as well, opening odds, current odds, win probability, line movement for every fighter on every card. And here's the 4 cards you'll unlock. If you aren't a premium member and you sign up this very second, you'll have access to, no, that wasn't a good snap. Hold on. All right, we're going righty. Oh,
do you know the noise is not with your fingers?
What? It's the sound of my finger hitting my hand.
Right. It's this. It's this. That's what makes the noise.
Yeah. So it is. Oh, you mean it's not here? How can it be
Yeah, it's not the actual snapping. It's you throwing your finger.
Yeah, into the palm of your hand.
And let me,
it's like this.
if you will.
That wasn't
Let me get to the super chats, and then we're going to dive into a real thought process here, a little think tank.
Oh,
$1.99 from OnV. Thoughts on Valentin versus Julien fight does not go the distance.
After last week, after fucking Walker and Dominic Reyes, I don't know, man.
The writing was on the wall on that one because I told you guys that he fought Uber like a fucking pussy, Dominic Reyes. And then Johnny Walker was just won his fight, just blasting calf kicks too. So the writing on the wall was definitely on the wall for that one, but appreciate you, OnV. And this guy says, gingers are the children of Satan. $1.99 says, I have Julia Pilastri's S-tape with her boyfriend. Just saying. Makes me sick. I wish I could, if he could send that just so I can avoid it. You know what I mean? Like if he were to, on my Instagram, just so I don't accidentally run into that, I would appreciate that. I don't want to be, I don't want to, just so I know I don't actually click it. Like, that would be horrible to be,
This dude also commented 10 times, read my super chat. We don't have one from you. I checked. There isn't one. Unless I missed it, there isn't one.
And let me just go down this road real quick, if you don't mind, and just kind of imagine with yourself. Imagine yourself as a fucking slug, which would be easier for you than most. Just sliming around all day. More of a caterpillar, if you will. You got little legs, but you're just big, chubby, whatever. And then think about this. That's all you know. And then you go to bed one night and you wake up and you can fucking fly, dude. Imagine that feeling. You've gone your whole life you're basically a fucking slug just on the ground, just fucking doing your thing. And then you go to bed one night and you wake up and all of a sudden you're fucking flying around the world. That's got to blow your fucking mind, dude.
What is happening?
Do you have thoughts on that? You never thought about that?
No, but my girls in school, one of them, they have caterpillars that are going to turn into butterflies. You know what the cocoon is called?
Did you ever have a butterfly box? Is that what they have?
Yeah.
Where you just you have the caterpillars and then you see them spin the cocoon and then
the cocoon is called a chrysalis. I learned that from them. See? Tax dollars. Opening up the UFC Winnipeg main card, we have Dennis Buzukja taking on Marcio Barbosa. Dennis Buzukja, 12-5 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off that fun loss, though, to Francis Marshall. Taking on Marcio Barbosa, 12-4 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. riding a 4-fight win streak into that UFC debut. Dennis Buzukja, come forward striker, solid wrestling, and he does have some guts. He'll get after it. He's a pretty tough guy, clean striking technique. He's got some power, aggressive takedowns that'll round him out. He does stay busy on the feet. He's fast enough to hang. He's an Albanian.
Don't you hate Albanians?
Why would I hate Albanians? Albanians run 80% of the Italian restaurants you go to are either Albanian or Greek and not actually Italian.
Oh, I thought Italians were beefing.
Well, they do beef with them because it's right there.
Do they beef or do they spaghetti?
What a fucking asshole. They veal. He just lost to Francis Marcio where he was dropped and taken down, but he had a good amount of success striking. Taking on Marcio Barbosa. Marcio Barbosa, powerful, aggressive striker. He throws everything with intent, oftentimes from the hips. Didn't say bomb away. He has no problem headhunting or chasing finishes. He's almost like a little Hector Lombard. Again, lots of old school UFC references, or actually in this case, Bellator references from your boy. Like a little Hector Lombard. He's here, he's bouncing, and then he is just unloading. He does a nice job stalking his opponent, so he's just walking forward. He's somewhat defensively sound, so you're not going to see a lot of wrestling out of him either. But he does end up on the ground, and when he ends up on the ground, he's still looking to find a finish, pounding away early. I haven't seen enough of Marcio's takedown defense to be entirely sure that Dennis isn't just going to wrestle his ass off, because Dennis does have wrestling credentials, and he can do that. But I'm going to trust everything else that I saw. The hands are great. The forward pressure is good. He bombs away. He can light people up. And as long as his takedown defense isn't absolutely atrocious, then Barbosa should win here. So Barbosa's going to be the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, a little bit of a stat here. I put this on X, by the way. X going crazy. Over 16,000 followers now. If you guys are from X, you just start following me on X. Obrigado. Gracias, I would say. If I was Mexican, I would say domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. If I was Japanese, a regional Asian. But I put this on X. He is 17-2, 14 first-round finishes, and just to give you a little background of who he is as a fighter. But he's 1-2 in fights that go past the first round, finished in the second round of both of those losses. And that math doesn't add up. There's 2 fights that he has that are like regional Brazil fights that doesn't have the result or whatever. But this guy's 1-2 in fights that go after the first round. But the good news is with him is, and you're seeing this more and more in the UFC, is the people with those fucking bomb left hands, those fucking nice fucking, your check hooks or really nice left hands are having so much success now in the UFC, because when you're already kind of a dangerous pressure fighter, as Barbosa definitely is, but you only have the right hand, people can just kind of circle away. You're bombing that right hand. They're circling. Now you're tired. Now it's a close fight. But when you got that fucking left hand, that right hand is just setting up for that left hand. And this guy has one of those just fucking dynamite fucking, he can just step in. Oh, you're walking, you're going left. You're away from my power hand. And then just step in and just stick you with that. And we've seen Dennis early in fights, he can get hit. This guy was put away by Jamal Emmers. Even Francis Marcio, who does have clean striking, doesn't have a lot of power, sat this guy down. You know, obviously if this fight extends, it's going to get a little bit worrisome. If Dennis is able to get an early takedown, like get on his back and start dogging this guy, it might be time to fucking like maybe try to jump on some live bets and stuff like that. But this guy is fucking pretty dialed in the striking. It's not just fucking, I'm bullying you, throwing spam. He will set up shots. He will throw the jabs to the body, and he's patient too. So, but once he goes, he fucking goes. I got to go Barbosa here just from what I've seen. But UFC debut, Dennis has been around the block, can wrestle. Maybe some value there, but it's got to extend for him to get there, I think. But I'm going Barbosa.
Yeah, we're both on the same side there. I thought you were the way your narrative was going. I thought you were going to pivot and be like, I think Dennis can survive early and take over late. That's where I thought that stat was leading. So glad it didn't. We're both on the Barbosa side here. $9,400 in DraftKings Fantasy, probably worth that price tag. Because if he finds a finish, it will cash. 94% of people picking him as well. So seems pretty straightforward. I think he's officially the biggest favorite on this card. And frankly, it makes sense. We've seen Dennis get beat up before. We've seen him get finished. Marcio's looking really, really good here.
Yeah, and random stat. I don't know if you knew this, but there's actually there's TriStar, but there's more than just TriStar in Canada.
No, there's just the one gym.
Oh.
Yeah, that can't be. It's a small. Canada's small.
Yeah,
there's only one gym.
Not much there. What is there?
No.
The best part of Canada is half U.S.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah. That's half ours. Bitch.
If you do want to unlock every...
Oh my God, there's a moose. Wow.
We have moose.
We got Komodo dragons.
Every pick, every bet, every
we got pythons and shit, so fuck them.
America's
I'll put my money on a python versus a moose. Where you at on that? Is that the new like gorilla versus grizzly bear? You got a fucking 12-foot python, or you got a moose?
It'll stomp it. The moose, dude. A moose is huge.
A sleeping moose.
Okay, well, okay. Why'd you make it asleep?
Because I don't think pythons really move that fast to go out there prey, but I can't remember.
Barry goes, Canada's only slightly smaller than... Yeah, dude, we're joking. Canada's fucking tremendous. It's the whole top half. It's huge. That's the joke, buddy. Go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Unlock every pick, every bet,
Did you give an official
tool.
pick on python or moose? You said moose?
Yeah, and then you were like, oh, what if the moose is asleep? All right, it's a blind moose with one leg. All right, the python's already wrapped around its neck. Like, you kept moving the goalpost. It's ridiculous. Couple of super chats. Tyler, I already know your freaking problem. Stop crashing out. $5 super chat. Why the F do I have access to everything except official bets, you flunking flunks? I still love you, even though you're not hetero. You got to clear your cache. This happened to a few people. We got a few messages. I don't know what or why. We changed literally nothing, but a few people, their local devices stored their login cookie wrong, so they just needed to flush the cache. So whatever browser you're using, clear your cache. You're good to go. That's it. It's that simple. You'll immediately have access back. It's your device just not doing what it's supposed to do. It's not carrying your login to that page for whatever reason. You sent another $5 man. Why do I pay? I don't have it. You have access. I 100% swear on everything holy. You have access. Just clear your cache and you'll be good to go. Good rule of thumb for anybody having any issues with anything.
Yeah, let's try to troubleshoot, guys.
Chinese Chungus, $2 super chat.
No, you guys say Chinese
What's
Chungus?
up, guys? What's up, guys? No food tonight, Ange? No, I didn't order the Taco Bell last week. I didn't order that. It was just, it appeared. I didn't order it. So, and we started streaming at 4:30 local time. I'm not eating dinner at 4:30. That's crazy.
Didn't you invest like $250,000 into a seed manufacturing plant to grow tacos or something? Wasn't it something weird like that? Like you were so obsessed with having tacos on hand at all times that you were trying to like grow them somehow?
If I had $250,000 to invest in something and I could grow tacos, I would do that. Yes. My dad tried to get me to invest because his friend started a couple random companies and they all did like really well, every single one. And his friend is like, all right, Mike, I'm doing this. You want in? And after the first couple, he's like, yeah, fuck it. And the latest one is a pizza vending machine. Like it makes it. You like touch the screen, I want this, and then it'll get the dough, it'll squirt the sauce, it'll do the cheese,
in your house?
It'll bake it, and it'll spit. No, they're like at 7-Elevens and like they're at places.
But
like
you would put one in your house.
Yeah, I have a game room. So yeah.
How long does it take to make the pizza?
It can't be that long. Who the hell's gonna stand there for 20 minutes? So it's gotta be I don't know, I haven't seen it. They don't exist yet. Right now it's a pilot. So yeah. Next up at UFC Winnipeg, we have Thiago Moises taking on Gage Young. Thiago Moises 19-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. Coming off that knockout loss to Jared Gordon. Taking on Gage Young, 10-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off his first ever UFC win, and yet here he is, a favorite over an established UFC fighter. Thiago Moises is a pretty slick grappler, does a really good job staying dangerous. He stays composed. He maintains position well. He's always working towards a submission, but never getting too risky, never falling off, never losing what he has. Even though he is primarily a grappler and he does average about 1 takedown per fight, he's got good technical striking. He can hang with most people. Obviously, we just saw his chin wasn't great, but he uses low kicks pretty well. He sets up his takedowns. Like overall, well-rounded kid with a ton of experience. He's taking on Gage Young, pretty well-rounded himself. He's got solid technical striking, decent wrestling. He does a good job maintaining distance before finding his openings and then wrestling. When he shoots takedowns, does a pretty good job cutting angles. He'll hit the hips, he'll turn, and he'll run. And if he loses that takedown, he will reshoot and run it back. He does cut easily, though. He's insanely pale, and his skin must be thin as shit because one jab, he's already bloody. It's a mess. And that is what worries me here. I'm going to pick him to win because I think he's just too dirty on the feet. I think he's a little too aggressive. His takedown defense is solid. He can work in his own takedowns. So I'm going to pick him. But I do worry that if we end up at a judge's scorecard in a relatively close fight, because Thiago has way more experience, Thiago's just as well-rounded. The only difference between the two of them skill-wise is Gage is more aggressive, so that's why I'm going to lean him. But Gage is going to be standing there waiting for the decision to get called, and his face is going to be all knotted up and bloody. Like, it's a problem. The judges may not lean his direction because of it, but I'm going to pick Gage Young. I think Thiago is a phenomenal underdog here. What do you think, Jacob?
Gage Young, inside the distance. This kid is fucking dialed in. When I watched him versus Evan Elder, and you guys might not respect.
They were teammates.
Yeah, you guys might not respect Evan Elder or what he does or whatever, and maybe not. You're not super familiar with him. That guy's fucking really good. Evan Elder is fucking really, really good. And Gage Young, as Angel mentioned, they were teammates and stuff. Gage Young wasn't scared of him. Gage Young wasn't afraid of him. He didn't hold anything back. He went right at Evan Elder and had more success than I think anybody thought he was going to have in that fight. Only 25 years old. I think this guy is locked in. It's going to be better every time we see him. And we got this Thiago Moises who, you know, seemed like he was going to be a prospect. He's still only 31 years old. It's not like, but in fight years, it seems like he's almost like fucking 35, almost 40 years old. He's gone to wars with people, you know. He was real famous for like, didn't he take down Islam, or he like picked up Islam and like fucking almost took him down, whatever it was. But when you're just getting knocked out cold by just like a simple overhand right from Jared Gordon, and I know this Gage Young is going to come in, switching stances, bouncing in and out with big power, extending, landing on the button, can mix in a takedown or two. I don't know if I'm grappling too much with the Thiago Moises, but I think that this guy Gage Young could end up looking like the best value on the card at the end of the day. I think he's really, really fucking dialed in, still improving every time we see him. Getting an opportunity now to kind of make this his career, and I think it's a big moment for him. He's going to be so fast on the feet. I mean, Jared Gordon was just kind of a little over the top, over the shoulder. Bah. I like Gage Young and could see Gage Young inside the distance, in my opinion. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving Thiago a little bit more credit with just his. I mean, he fought Islam. Like, this dude's been around for a million years. He fought everybody, and he's only 31 years old, which is insane. So
I didn't realize there was a fucking echo in here. I thought I had enough stuff in my room to. You guys hear that fucking echo?
Echo. He's a young guy. But all that experience, I'm giving him more credit than Jacob is. I don't think there's a finish here, but I am going to slightly lean Gage Young. If you do want to check out the bets that we have, there are bets on this fight on the board. WeWantPicks.com. Just click Become a Member. It's right there at the top. We got a couple of Super Chatterinos. $1.99 from Broads 3000. Jacob, can you confirm Angelo eats corn the long way?
With eye contact.
This is untrue. I actually cut the corn off the cob. I don't like eating it on the cob and get stuck in my teeth.
Oh, so my God. That's strike 7.
I cut the corn off.
How are you cutting it?
It's a thing. It's got a blade, and you hook it and go, and you go like this. You slide, you turn it, and you slide it down the sides.
Okay.
This way you don't get it stuck in your teeth. Tyler Durden, 461.
He's fired up, man. I like the passion.
I'm not a fan of obese folks and skinny redheads who ignore me when I'm yelling at the side of their head. I tried clearing my cache. You super smart person.
He's fired
bet
up,
you.
Man.
Yeah, now he's just trolling because I bet my entire life. Send a video, okay? I'll give you $100. Send a video of you clearing your cache.
With your pants
then
off.
Going back into that browser where the cache was just cleared, you log in, and then you go to the site and check out the bets, and it does. It's untrue. We're not telling the truth. You didn't clear cache. I know you didn't do it. And you know how's just a good test? Try a completely different browser on incognito mode, and you're good to go. It's your cash, buddy. It's your cash. I do this.
How do you know about incognito? Hold on. How do you know about incognito mode?
When I book flights.
Oh,
you don't want to save cookies because it knows. Because if you go back to the site, it raises the price a little bit. That's actually a true statement.
Oh yeah,
but I do this all fucking day, dude. I do this all day. I answer 30.
You're on incognito mode all day?
No, I'm talking to Tyler. I answer 30 emails a day. I have troubleshot every imaginable hiccup over and over and over again.
He said, I tried everything, you fuck. He's getting real fired up now. I like it.
He's not telling the truth. And if it's in the app, delete the app, reinstall it, and do the cache clear there as well. It's the exact same. The app's the same as the website. Doesn't operate any differently. Next up, at UFC Winnipeg, we have Jasmine.
Just real quick before we get into this one, Tyler did also say he masturbates to dudes on dudes. Any comment on that?
He does that? That's outrageous, dude. Thank you for the $10. It hasn't gone unnoticed that you've spent $20. I genuinely appreciate that. And if you're having real issues, send an email. But that is clearing the cache is absolutely the resolution. I'm 100% certain. Next up, at UFC Winnipeg, we have Jasmine Jasudavicius taking on Karine Silva. Jazzy, 14-4 in her career, 4-1 in her last 5, obviously coming off that loss to Manon Fiorot. Taking on Karine Silva, 19-6 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming off that decision loss to Macy Barber. And this is an interesting breakdown because Jasmine Jasudavicius, we love Jazzy. She moves forward, she gets takedowns, she grinds. That's it. She's not afraid to strike. She should have been a little bit more afraid in her last fight because she didn't even attempt the takedown before she got lit up. But Jasmine Jasudavicius is somebody who backs up the shit that she talks. She moves forward, gets in your face, throws, shoots takedowns, and grinds. And even after she gets takedowns, she's not chilling. She's grinding on top. She's working. She's looking for finishes. She's not just hanging out. She's taking on Karine Silva, 19-6 in her career, and 17 of those 19 wins are by stoppage. 17 stoppages. And that's a mixed bag of ground and pound and submissions. She's going to plot forward. She's got a tight guard. She'll throw a flurry of punches. Then she'll rush into the body, try to get you to the ground. She's always looking for a finish. But if she doesn't find that finish and she can't rip you to the ground and she's not on top, all of a sudden things are a little different. She's coming off the decision loss to Macy Barber where she was taken down 3 times. And sometimes MMA math is all you need. And that's all I'm going to use here. Very quick math. If Macy Barber's taking down Karine Silva 3 times, Jasmine Jasudavicius is taking her down as many times as she wants. That's it. Jasmine wins this fight. She opened at minus 250. She's minus 270 now. That doesn't tell the full story because she was up over minus 300 and it's coming down. I don't know why it's coming down, but it's coming down. I also have the community pick, obviously flip backwards here. Jasmine's the pick. Pretty confident there. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm going with Jasmine. I mean, the breakdown is probably as simple as Jasmine should just get the takedowns. Karine's comfortable kind of trying to fight off her back. That's the bread and butter there. If Jasmine wants to try to avenge her last fight and get a knockout, she could find herself in some trouble. If she waits for the takedowns of Karine's a good scrambler. And if Jasmine's getting too aggressive with the hands, Karine can find a takedown. If Karine's on this girl's back, I don't know if Jasmine's getting her off. So, you know, these odds seem a little bit healthy, a little bit wide for me. I would put Jasmine, minus 150, minus 175. I mean, it should be, takedowns or whatever, but Jazzy sometimes in front of the home fans coming off an L might be chasing KO, get a little bit too aggressive and find herself in some trouble. I think there's better places than putting minus 300 money on Jasmine, but she could look it. I don't know. I'm picking her.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in her here. I get it. She's coming off that loss, but Man and Fro, we can't look at that. Like Man and Fro, first of all, Jasmine's lost before, always rebounds well. So it's not like we're worried about how she's going to be. Second of all, Man and Fro is a separate beast. So I do trust Jasmine here quite a bit, but I get it. If you're a little nervous about it, fine. We do have bets on the board for this fight, so check those bets out. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 a freaking month. Access to literally everything across the board. Every pick, every bet, every tool. There's no upsell. There's no cross-sell. There's no tiers, no packages. It's $10 flat, done. And if you're not in America, A, you can still sign up. B, right now your money's worth more than ours. So my $10, 10 American dollars is actually probably 7 of whatever your currency is. So pretty impressive for you. We want picks.com. Couple of super chats. $9.99 from This Is Not Will. Taco night. Just thought y'all should know.
It's big night, Taco Tuesday.
I mean, I should just that should just be the thing. I just plow tacos every Tuesday. I just keep coming up.
How do you eat them?
I just keep coming up with new ideas for the show, but they all involve me eating on stream. I'm like, well, it's Tuesday. I have to do Taco Tuesday. Well, everybody knows it's Thirsty Thursday. And I'm just changing the day of the week.
And then you can just fucking liquidize the tacos and drink them Thirsty Thursday.
There we go. But the ranch, I had a little ranch base there. I actually don't love ranch like that. Quint, $4.99 super chat. Figured I should pop in for this breakdown. 327 was sick as hell. Yeah, 320. Oh, did he go?
Yeah,
was that the card he said he was going to? Yeah, that's right. That was a spectacular fight card to go to, I'm sure. So
thank you for popped in on the stream and was like, I'm here. I'm like, oh shit.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that must have been a great card to go to. An actual arena. The fights were unbelievable. The energy was great. So that must have been awesome. Happy for you. $2 super chat from Rodriguez. I ran Jacob's live stream bets on Kalshi. Thank you.
Whoa. Didn't you skip over a super chat there?
Yeah, we'll get to it. $5 super chat from Jacob Lines 606. Is 606 an area code for some podunk, useless ass town?
Banging.
Yeah. Would you rather never use sex toys again or never use a microwave again?
That's a great question. That's a great question, Jacob.
We don't, microwaves can emit radiation, so don't love the microwave. That's not true. I rely on that thing extremely heavily. So who needs toys?
What?
When you got hands like these.
Do that again and say that sentence again. Go ahead and replay that.
So who needs toys? Look how big my hands are. These are fucking man hands. This is a man hand. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at the difference. Yeah.
What are you talking about? My hand is fucking huge. You have look at your no calluses. Yeah, this is a man hand. Let's see those calluses.
Go get a water bottle.
Let's see those fucking calluses, you pussy. Those are the softest hands I've ever seen. Not a single fucking callus. Look at these fucking calluses, you fucking soft-handed bitch. Holy shit.
I don't get calluses swinging that bat. I'm batting 500, by the way. Really turned it around. $2 super chat from Hillmatic. The green lines have spoken. Yeah. You know what? That's how we'll put this stupid thing to the test. A picture of me and you, draw a fucking line through you, and let's run it back live, and we'll find out live. $5 super chat from Jacob Line 606. Would you rather never come again? You spelled it wrong. Or never be able to have your favorite meal again? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Great question, Jacob. I appreciate that 5 spot. Another great question.
Oof. This one's tough. Because my favorite meal is my own cum. I would... So Big Maple Bet said that's a trick question because he comes when he eats. That's really obviously fuck the favorite meal. When you're my size, you have lots of favorite meals. There's not one. Obviously, I do have one, and it's my mother's.
Your mother's what? Oh my god, your mother's what? Say it.
It's my mother's pounded out chicken cutlets.
Oh, pounded out what?
They have to be thin. They're chicken cutlets.
Your favorite food is your mother's pounded out. And what was the last part of that?
Chicken cutlets.
Your mother's pounded out cutlet?
Then she does a salad with olive oil and lemon and a little bit of salt. And then she does a quick pasta that has capers in it. And she squeezes the tomatoes.
Squeezes it out. Squeezes those juices out.
That meal is by far my favorite meal in the world. Period.
Holy fuck, man. Jesus.
End of story.
Joel said I'm leaving. I don't blame him. This is supposed to be a Christian stream. Thank you for the 5 spot, Jacob. Great question, though.
Next up, At UFC Winnipeg, we have Mandel Nalo taking on Jai Herbert. Montel Nalo, 14-3 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, making his UFC debut, taking on Jai Herbert. 13-6 in his career, 2-2-1 in his last 5, coming back after a full year away. Mandel Nalo, new to the card, new to the UFC. Solid counter striker, good power, wide variety of attacks. He's got great kicks. He stays long. He'll chew your legs up. He does limit your motion, and then he'll come up top to the head to try to find the finish. He can wrestle when he needs to. He's got slick BJJ on top. He is insanely dangerous, and he has a 100% finish rate pretty evenly between KOs and submissions. Takedown defense is just okay, but if he is taken down, immediately works up and creates scrambles. Taking on Jai Herbert, technical striker. He likes to keep fights at range, ton of movement. His feet are never planted for more than a half a second. He's just constantly doing something. He's always cutting angles, feints, moving from side to side. He can be a bit low volume. He does have a negative striking differential. His takedown defense is decent, but he's been taken down by some of the better fighters in the UFC. He did just lose to Chris Padilla. Very close fight where he was light on his feet. He moved forward, but he didn't really do anything. And unfortunately for Jai, like the pinnacle of his career is knocking down Ilia Topuria. He almost knocked him out. And that is all anybody will talk about. Anytime you want to hate on Ilia, you'll go to that. Anytime you want to praise Jai, you'll go to that. But he ended up getting knocked out in that fight. And frankly, there's nothing to be ashamed about. Getting knocked out by Ilia could eventually just be a badge of honor.
It happens to everybody except for, who was that?
Who didn't he knock out? Oh, Yusuf Zalal. It's essentially a badge of honor to get knocked out by Ilia Topuria. The reality here, though, is I don't think Jai Herbert's going to win this fight. The reason he lost to Padilla is because he didn't throw enough. The reason he lost to Ludovic Klein, or a draw there, is because of the illegal techniques. And those are both within his control. And I don't see him winning here because I don't think he'll do enough. I don't think he'll pressure enough. I don't think he's going to make the right decisions inside the fight. So I see Mandel, who will control the striking, who will throw, who will not wait, who won't be hesitant. I see Mandel getting the win. If he tries to wrestle like he did against Bedoya, I'm talking about Jai here, then maybe. But even then, you can't really hold Mandel down. He creates scrambles, turns it into a mess, goes from there. My one and only concern, I'm very confident Mandel here. My one and only concern is the 100% finish rates. That's always like, all right, what happens if you don't find it early? Now, are we screwed? That's the only thing that worries me, but Mandel's going to be the pick. Pretty happy with that. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. Jai's the better fighter. He's the better. He's a more technical striker. He's more experienced in like the actual wrestling, and Mandel is a guy that he is wild. I mean, he's a wild dude. He's got all those finishes. He's gonna take chances. He's gonna look for knockouts. He's gonna look for submissions. I think Jai's just too technical for that shit. Like, he's not gonna play that game. Like, you saw, like, especially ever since that Ilia fight. Like, he's kind of fights like a fucking. Say it. Say it. What the fuck was that?
A pussy. What do you do with them?
Fucking pound that shit, man. I'm almost going to jail for what I'm doing to those things.
Angelo is such a hater bitch. Jai all day. I'll beat my entire portfolio. How am I a hater? I broke down.
You are a hater. I think this is a race thing. I like Jai. I think Jai's the better fighter. Now, to bet on a guy like Jai, I think there's value there, because I do believe that he is the better fighter. He's an experienced guy. He's the better fighter, but it might be a situation where he's losing the first round, losing the second round, and then he can't quite find a finish like in the third, and he does lose like a 29-28, but Jai's the better fighter, and maybe it's the pressure that Nalo's going to bring that's going to show the better abilities of Jai. Instead of him kind of controlling the range and walking forward and being the guy that's just throwing feints but not really throwing, Nalo's going to be in his face and might force Jai to really bring his skills out. So I like Jai here. I've been real close to fucking betting him. Saturday, our money's going on probably an early finish Nalo, maybe late Jai, but I think there's value in I think it's a 50-50 fight.
I don't see it that way, but I agree that Jai is a very skilled fighter. Jai does not suck at all. I think he's just, the lack of volume will catch up to him, because what's Mandel's nickname again? Like Garbage Rat or something? Rat Attack.
Whoa.
Dumpster Rat.
Whoa.
What is his nickname?
See how many more slurs you can throw at it.
Mandel.
Isn't it rat garbage or something?
Yeah, rat garbage. It's rat. I knew it was a. What was the? Rat. Mouse rat. There it is. I got there. I knew it was something like that. He gets after it. So if you got Jai Herbert a little too hesitant, trying to be technical and clean, and Mandel just garbage ratting his way into this, it could get weird for Jai. It's much harder to stay technical while you're backing up and somebody's in your face, because Jai's not a counter striker. He's a range
scoundrel. I can't take that. You don't need no.
Strike one.
Do you know what
singing
that is?
Show tunes. It's a show.
If you're not singing if you're not comfortable enough in your sexuality to sing a little Aladdin, my God. I don't know.
But I
it's
have
Aladdin. That's one of the most masculine movie there is. He made a fucking hot bitchin' ass rich girl fall in love with him, and he was homeless. Angelo, that's one of the most inspirational stories for the heterosexual male. I think it's a strike for you for hating on Aladdin.
No, absolutely, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. If you do want to check out all the picks and the bets,
he had 3 wishes, and he used one of them to try to get pussy. Like his whole point was his wishes just to get pussy.
You're not wrong. He didn't have to sing like that riding the carpet, but I get it. You're not wrong.
A whole new world,
very masculine.
A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go. Seems we're only dreaming. Now you go.
A whole new
Shut
world.
the fuck up, bitch. You homosexual. Okay, go. Let's go.
Tiebreakers. We're on the opposite sides of this fight yet again. WeWantPicks.com. We have multiple tiebreakers, including an artificial intelligence. Check it all out. $10 an entire month.
Someone said, Angelo, where exactly in Italy are you from? He's from Olive Garden, Italy.
I'm from Connecticut. Ange, you're terrible at indoor mini arcade basketball horse games.
$5. That was fucking. What was that?
I won that game.
How does your dad allow that? I saw your dad sitting there just looking pissed as shit.
I won that game.
But what the fuck was that? What are you doing?
I thought your dad
honestly, I thought your dad ran a better household than that. That might be strike 8 if you watch that. Some of the shit you were doing in there.
I rely on my natural
leg fully extended, ball off the wall, comes back to you and in. Okay, this one. Foot on the chair, one knee turned sideways. That's how Angelo was playing horse with his brother. By the way, go watch the vlog. That's his horse.
They're tiny.
True or false?
Little,
True or false?
I didn't know. There's nothing feminine about it. Nothing feminine about it. $5 super chat from Tyler Durden. All love for real, but it's saying there's been a critical error on this website. What the hell? Now he's just trolling. I'm going to WeWantPicks.com right now. Critical error. No, I'm kidding. It just loaded perfectly. I'm going to analysis, official bets, made the click, loaded perfectly. Analysis, fight picks, made the click, loaded perfectly. Analysis, fight notes, made the click, loaded perfectly. DFS cheat sheet, loaded perfectly. The event simulator, loaded perfectly. Like, come on, dude. It's working. I think you're trolling. Send the freaking email with videos. I appreciate you.
He's really getting to you.
Yeah, because I can't. I know he's not telling the truth. But there's a part of me that's like, did you clear your fucking cache? Next up, at UFC Winnipeg, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have Kyler Phillips taking on Charles Air Jourdain. Kyler Phillips, 12-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, riding back-to-back losses, taking on Charles Air Jourdain. 17-8 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, riding a 3-5 win streak. Oh, no. Back-to-back finish wins. This is an interesting fight. Kyler Phillips, a little bit inconsistent, at least in the cardio department. When he's attacking, he is all attack. Diverse striking, very well-rounded fighter overall. He can strike, he can wrestle, he can grapple. If his cardio is locked in, that dude will just push an insane pace and never stop. He is coming off back-to-back losses. Most recently, he was just outworked by Lockdog Oliveira, taking on Charles Jourdain, a fun come-forward striker. He's pretty fast. He'll let his hands go. He'll snatch things up in scrambles. He is willing to take chances to try to find something. He's not the most dangerous guy in the world, but he's pretty damn dangerous. He keeps fights ugly. He stays in your face. He is coming off that second submission win in a row, this time over a senior citizen in Davy Grant. Tons of people. 86% of people are picking Charles Jourdain. I'm a little bit surprised by that because I fully understand Charles is dangerous. He's also very well liked. He's fun to watch. He's an exciting guy. Like, I get the love for Charles, but I think people are just looking at Kyler's recent record, seeing 2 losses in a row, being like, this guy sucks, but he doesn't. When he is dialed in and when he has cardio, he can really make stuff happen. He sets an incredible pace. He never stops moving. The 2 people who just beat Kyler Phillips would also beat Charles Jourdain. Lockdog Oliveira would dog Charles Jourdain, and Rob Font would dot him up in the feet. That's exactly how both of those fights would go. I'm going to pick Charles here because I think he's a little more dangerous. But if Kyler is just locked in, and it's hit or miss what kind of cardio you're going to get from him. But if he's locked in and his cardio in this fight looks like it did in the Pedro Munoz fight, then Kyler Phillips is going to make Charles Jourdain look pretty stupid at home. Charles is the pick. I have 0 bets on this fight because I just don't trust it. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, you see that picture I sent you?
Yes.
What does that look like to you?
Those are knotted up knuckles. He's been hitting the bag and probably grappling, lost the skin off the top, and now it's just healing. That's not an infection if that's where you're going with this.
But that's on like this part of his knuckles. Not this.
It could be from grappling, dude. I have permanent scars on my knees and the top of my feet from shitty grappling mats that have too much texture.
Okay. That's my question.
That's Charles's hand, right?
Yeah, that's. If you're in the chat, let me know what you think. The question was posed to me on X, and I just want to verify that is Charles Jourdain's hand. People are like, is that staph? Is that fucking, you know. Okay, Dr. fucking Angelo was giving his.
I'm 100% certain that's not staph. I'll tell you that.
Okay, he says not staph. Don't worry about it. I like Charles Jourdain. Listen, I like Kyler Phillips. I was on Kyler Phillips in his UFC debut. I've been a big fan of Kyler. He was one of the first lock of the weeks. Kyler is very, very good. He's at MMA Lab. We just saw, obviously, Jose Delgado didn't look great coming out of there, but he trains with the Mario Batistas. He trains with Jose Delgados. He trains with the skateboarder fucking, oh my God.
Skateboarder.
Marcus McGee. So he's one of those guys. He's getting good looks with a lot of people. Kyler Phillips is a guy that if he's able to get early takedowns, he can go squeak out like a decision win. Angelo nailed it. It's going to come down to the cardio of Kyler Phillips because Kyler, he's known as the Matrix. He's going to be left. He's going to be right. A lot of big movements, a lot of big explosion, a lot of big takedowns, a lot of big grappling. But even when he's able to get early takedowns and have control in the first round, he still will slow down in the second, slow down even more in the third, and rely on more of just like a defensive mindset with his footwork rather than, and he'll left, right, and he'll dive in with the right hand, and he'll try to get another takedown. He's not a quitter. He's not anything like that, but he does slow down in fights. And when he doesn't get early takedowns in the first round, he really starts to slow down in fights. And Charles Jourdain has shown, you better be careful fucking shooting takedowns on him. This guy is like mastered the fucking guillotine, and we hate when people are pulling guillotines and stuff like that. But there's going to be an opportunity, in my opinion, that Kyler, this is going to be a close first round. Kyler might squeak out the first round. But if Kyler is starting to desperate wrestle in the second, desperate wrestle in the third, because remember, Kyler's a wrestler at his core. He's the Matrix. He's a fun guy. He'll throw the spinning stuff. He's a wild, but he's a wrestler at his core. And if you start wrestling this guy, Charles Jourdain, late and you get a little bit sloppy, I think there's an opportunity not only for Charles Jourdain to win this fight, 29-28, maybe a 30-27 thrown in there, win the second, win the third round. Because Kyler, even with all his craziness, he's not getting a lot of finishes. He's not like a crazy, like, kind of finishing type of guy. And it just feels like this fight's going to trend with Kyler kind of here in the first round And then Charles, and then those lines are going to start flipping. And if you get a desperate wrestling Kyle Phillips against Charles Jourdain, I think he's in trouble for a finish. So I get the odds. What did they go back?
Their odds are right here.
Go back? Opening odds, I agree with the opening odds. I think this is a minus 150, minus 200 for Charles Jourdain. You might be on pins and needles a little bit early with Kyler. You know, he's a hard guy to find early. He might get a takedown or two, but if he's not getting an early finish, something weird on Charles, I think Charles is going to start taking over a second and third round, and Charles looked pretty locked in at 135. I mean, he's fucking, if you look at his Instagram, it looks like he's fucking like 175 and fucking, I think he's starting to really take his career seriously at 135, realize, hey, I'm on a streak here. I'm on the co-main event. Somebody's making a fucking statement here, and I think it's going to be Charles Jourdain.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be rooting for Charles Jourdain. He's a very well-liked guy. He's exciting when he gets after it.
And we saw him.
I'm rooting for him. He's fun on social media. Yeah, and he looked horrific.
Remember when he poked around the curtain?
Yeah.
I was like, Charles. He goes, heard me and goes,
yeah. I was in the elevator with him going from the lobby up. And
I bet you were. He was in a towel, right?
He was in a towel. He just finished cutting away. He's with his team.
He was like, whoops, I dropped my phone. And video recording, slide underneath this towel.
Yeah. A, he was tiny, but that's expected, a bantamweight, cutting weight. But B, he just looked horrific. It's
definitely a tough cut, but it seems like he's. And remember, Kyler's had some tough cuts too. I think had he missed weight before? I can't remember.
That's ringing a bell.
I don't see anything missed weight, but he's had some. I think some weigh-ins. You're like, oh man.
Really? He doesn't have any. I thought. Hold on, let's see. This will tell me.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see any pictures of weights or of scales. So yeah, he may not. This is I think a lot closer than people think. Again, as Jacob and I both pointed out, the cardio is going to be the real question mark here. If Kyle's locked in, then this is going to be an interesting fight. But I think it's a solid co-main event because Charles Jourdain is so well liked. He's going to get a wild pop. He's going to make that walk. The entire arena is going to go nuts for him. So this is a really fun fight to get you amped up for the main event, because no matter who wins this fight, it should be exciting. Like Kyler will just nonstop dog. Charles will dog, potentially find a finish. Like this could be really, really fun. I'm looking forward to this fight. And if you want to check out what bets we have on this fight specifically and all the others, WeWantPicks.com, click become a member. At the top, it's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Couple more super chats from Tyler. There has been a critical error on this website. Hashtag the internet. $5 super chat. Thank you. And then he said, I've supported this channel for a long time. We'll continue to. I just can't access the bets. I'm 100% certain it is a caching issue. The bets page is up and running for the entire world. And there is no distinction between accounts. It's not like this account can see this account can see that. It's all the same. Do me a favor. Email us. info@wewantpicks.com. Clear your cache. Email me a screenshot of what you're seeing. I'll email you back. Try the direct link to the bets instead of the menu. Like, it's definitely your specific device. It's definitely a caching issue. We'll get this solved. Send the freaking email. info@wewantpicks.com. Next up at UFC Winnipeg, we have the main event of the evening. We have Gilbert Dorinho Burns taking on Mike Malott. Gilbert Burns 22-9 in his career, 1-4 in his last 5, riding a 4-fight losing streak. Taking on Mike Malott, 13-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 on a 3-fight winning streak. I don't need to break down these guys' skills. You're all very well aware of what they do well and what they don't do well. What I do need to do is remind people of what we have here. These opening odds and the current odds are very deceiving, because you'll see, oh, Mike Malott opened at minus 335. Now he's minus 305. A little bit of money must have come in the dog. That's not what happened. Mike Malott was minus 600 the other day. 600. And now he's down to minus 305. Unless there is an injury that I don't know about, I have no idea what the hell is happening. No clue what is happening here. Gilbert Burns hasn't looked like a sustainable fighter in years. He had this much success against Jack Della Maddalena before he ate a knee to the face. And the only reason he had that success is because he had a couple of takedowns before Jack locked that in. Outside of that, Gilbert is getting outstruck, out-wrestled, out-grappled, out-athletic. I don't know how Gilbert wins this fight. He doesn't have the power to knock out Mike. If you're going to cite any power from Gilbert Burns, you have to go all the way back to the Kamaru Usman fight. That's long gone. He doesn't have the takedowns to take down Mike. You have to go to the Jack Della Maddalena fight, and Mike Malott has much better defensive wrestling than Jack Della Maddalena did at that time. Who's he going to submit? You have to go back to the Neil Magny fight to find a submission from Gilbert Burns. And then you're going to say, well, Neil Magny beat Mike Malott and Gilbert beat Neil. And that MMA math is not going to work because Neil Magny was losing that entire fight. Obviously, he got Mike in a really bad position, made Mike look like a fool. He made Mike quit, and it was embarrassing. Straight up embarrassing. But Mike Malott's not losing this fight. He's younger, he's faster, he's stronger, he hits harder. At this point in their careers, he's the better wrestler. He's better at everything at this point in their careers. At everything. I don't understand these odds. I don't know why they're tightening. Continue to bet on Gilbert Burns. Unless there's some injury that only some people know about, I just don't see how this is going to, I just do not see how Gilbert Burns could win this fight. Jacob, enlighten me. How does Gilbert Burns win this fight without saying, oh, Neil Magny beat Mike Malott?
Yeah, here's the and that Neil Magny fight, let me first say that obviously you never want to lose. And people say, oh, it's a good loss, it's whatever, sometimes you never want to lose. Like, you never want to fucking lose. But sometimes when you lose, you do learn. You say a lot of times people say, I don't lose, I learn or whatever. Mike Malott learned a lot in that fucking Neil Magny fight. Like, that was a high pressure moment for him. He's supposed to be the hot prospect. This was a setup fight for him pretty much to almost get a finish. And he was chasing that finish. Like, he was really pressing to be that guy, to have that moment in front of the fans, like to be that finish, like fully mounting Neil Magny, all this stuff. Even in the third round, like, he's in a great position to almost be able to finish that fight. Obviously that ended up happening what it happened, but that's like the blueprint for Neil Magny, like get the shit beat out of him for 2 rounds and then find a way to win the fight. So that is what it is. But Mike Malott changed as a fighter. He no longer was like I'm going to be that like that ego type of guy, which actually is pretty funny because Neil Magny did to Mike Malott what Mike Malott did to Chuck Buffalo. Like, Chuck Buffalo said the same thing about the when he got knocked out by Mike Malott, was like, I can't ego fight anymore. And you saw Charles Radtke now. He's mixing in the wrestling. He's mixing in the takedowns. Neil Magny did that to Mike Malott. Mike Malott no longer is like this, oh, I'm undefeated, I'm coming in, I'm smoking everybody. And in this fight, I think that's what scares me the most. Because I think if this was the old school Mike Malott, and he fought like Michael Morales, and was like, I got no respect for this guy, I'm the better striker, I can handle myself in the wrestling, I'm just going to smoke this guy. I would like to see that Mike Malott in this fight against a Gilbert Burns who can kind of get ran through with the pressure striking. He's getting hit now, he's kind of just turtling up. We love Gilbert, he's a tough dude, he seems like a fun dude. But if Mike Malott comes in with the game plan he's had, and is like, all right, main event, home fans, 5-round fight. Let me pace myself. First round's a little close. He's not doing much. Second round's a little close. He's not doing much. And now, even though he's been trying to pace himself, Gilbert's like still there with the experience. I know he's 40 years old, but now all of a sudden the third round's a little bit close. Now all of a sudden Mike's not finishing this guy. All of a sudden Gilbert's getting a takedown in the 4th round. That's the only thing that I see in my mind that's like a little bit of a worry. But even if Mike Malott is patient, I still think he's going to realize like, oh, like I got the speed here. He's not threatening. I just defended a couple takedowns. Let me throw a little bit more pressure. Maybe he gets out of the first round and then his corner's like, hey, you're touching this guy. Let's, sit on that right hand a little bit more. But I think I want the old school Mike Malott, just come in like Michael Morales, make a statement, get that finish. I think that's an opportunity here for Mike. I got to go Mike. Like you said, he's just the better fighter. What I've said this year, if you're in 2026 and they're showing Reebok highlights, that's not they just uploaded like the UFC to promote Gilbert Burns just uploaded the Tyrone Woodley fight from 2020. It's like Reebok highlights aren't really getting my money in 2026. I don't think so. Obviously, Mike has shown, there's some holes late in the game, but I think he's cleaned everything up. He's a lot more patient, and I think he'll find the shot.
Yeah, I was worried you were going to pick Gilbert because you were kind of trolling me on the odds. You're like, people are starting to figure it out. That's why the odds are doing this.
No, and I'm just about Jasmine than Mike Malott, but
I genuinely, because even in the chat, these people aren't. I don't think all these people are serious because even in the chat, it's like 60-40 with 40% saying Gilbert Burns. I just don't know how Gilbert, and I'm not being disrespectful towards Gilbert. You get 40 years old and you just can't hang with some of these kids anymore. That's just the reality of life.
You can't play the Jack Della Maddalena game. Like I know he was getting takedowns versus Jack, but you saw what Islam did against Jack and stuff, and Jack had some decent scrambles in there, but Mike Malott is a good wrestler. Like, this guy's a fucking really good wrestler. That's not Jack Della Maddalena. Like, it could be Mike getting takedowns on Gilbert and stuff like that. And even when Gilbert's getting takedowns, I know he's supposed to be this like world-class BJJ guy. He's not like, he's almost too small to just like throw hooks in. Like, his legs are too short. Like, he doesn't have great control.
No, and I feel I opened my quick picks with, I don't know if I should feel bad for Gilbert Burns, because he's clearly being fed to a young prospect, and that's what they've been doing to him. Like, here's freaking Michael Morales. Here's Mike Malott. Like, here's Sean Brady on his
Jack Della Maddalena.
They're just giving him, like, they're setting him up to lose. They're trying to build stars off his name, and that's what happens as you get older. So part of me is like, I feel bad for the guy. He's had a great career. He fought for a title. He's entertained all of us for a very long time. Clearly, at one point in time, was a very good fighter. But then I'm like, you know what? This dude's coming out here. He's 40 years old. He's doing what he's loved. He's making a lot of money to do it. The only thing I would feel bad for is if Mike Malott beats him pretty good, which is what's supposed to happen here, and then he retires. I don't want him to retire.
Yeah, he should get a better send-off. A winnable fight.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
like a featured on a card later in the year where he can be maybe an opening prelim or the featured prelim or something, and let him fight a winnable fight.
Dude, they gave Cub Swanson a winnable fight in his send off. They gave Michael Chiesa a winnable fight in his send off. I better example. I hope Gilbert does not retire the way Nico Price did. Like, fuck this, I'm done. Just in the background quietly. So 0-5 is what it is. He's done enough for the company, and I think
this guy, his first loss of the 4 loss. I mean, those are good losses, but
every one of them's a good loss. Yes,
he got outboxed by Bilal.
Yeah. Didn't he break his shoulder in that fight? Wasn't that what happened? Yeah, that's what happened. He dislocated his shoulder. But yes, he did lose to Bilal. So the reality is, I like Gilbert Burns quite a bit. I do not understand, even in the these comments have to be trolling. I do not understand the unreasonable amount of love in this fight. That's crazy. Mike Malott lost one fight in the UFC years ago, and people are like, this guy sucks shit. Guys, that's the breakdown. I appreciate every last one of you being here. If you want to check out all the picks, all the bets, all the tools, go to the damn website. If you don't want to do that and you just want to support the boys and you enjoy the entertainment, click like and subscribe. That costs you $0, quite literally $0 to click subscribe.
Have we been age restricted?
You like the video? Not on this one. I didn't get an alert.
Here we go.
So like, subscribe, do all those things. Would genuinely appreciate it. If you want to support a step farther and I want to unlock the greatest service this space has ever seen, period, end of story, check out the website, wewantpicks.com. We have a full suite of picks and bets and tools and more. It's $10 for an entire month. And here's the lineup for that month. You're going to get UFC Winnipeg. You're going to get Vegas 116. You're going to get Perth, and you're going to get UFC 328. Every pick, every bet, every tool. There are no tiers. It's all available for $10. And we have a $13.99 Canadian Super Chat. Big Maple Bets. We get shit cards up here, but let's make the best out of this. It's Saturday with prayer and profit. Jacob 269 says, let me in. I'm trying to fall. See you Saturday. That's actually pretty funny.
Big Maple Bets always brings the faith Saturday.
Well, we appreciate that super chat. He's not wrong. Canada always gets screwed because Canada is they're positive they will sell out in Canada. They're positive it'll happen. So they're like, we'll just put anything on this card and we'll sell all these tickets.
Yeah, Saturday is going to be interesting because 9 of the 13 fights are favored to go over 2.5.
I was finding myself.
So
it was hard for me to hit under.
Yeah, we're going to either have one where we're a little struggling a little bit, or we're going to make a lot of money. The way that we bet, like if there's a lot of them that are favored to go over 2.5, and we are betting the props that we bet, we find our spots. It could be a fucking cash cow Saturday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like.
Did you see that the White House card's getting $1 million bonuses? Did you hear that in the broadcast?
No, $1 million bonuses for finishes,
yeah.
like all the bonuses. $1 million.
Oh yeah,
Jesus. because they're like, we need exciting fights. It's going to be the most amount of eyes they've ever
Josh
had.
Hotkick, and here's $1 million for finishes. Let's get after it. Do you know they're walking out from the Oval Office too?
Are they really?
I think the main event. I think Ilya and Gagey are.
So where are they like warming up in the Oval Office?
No, they probably.
Or they're like staging them there to walk out.
It's a pretty big house.
I don't know. I don't know.
Didn't the Italians build that thing? Who built the White House?
I don't know.
Irish or something. I don't know.
There we go. I hope it's not. I hope it was. They did it willingly. I hope they built it willingly, whoever it was.
Oh God! Oh God! No! God!
Is that what it is?
Oh, Jesus Christ! No! Ah, God! There were some Scottish and Irish immigrants that were in it too, but gosh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, that sucks. Well, sorry guys. Appreciate the work.
That just ruined my fucking night. That ruined my month.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. Good luck.
Someone said, "Who the fuck do you think?" Yeah, I should have. That was my fault. That was ignorant on my fault. I forgot for some reason. I forgot how old that.
I knew the answer. I knew the answer.
Oh God! I forgot how old that house is. Damn it!
It's pretty far south too. So, all right, guys. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.